Good morning. What's going on, gang? What up? I didn't want to start earlier. I did not want to start earlier. It fucking made no sense. The market made no sense. There was nothing going on. We started pushing. We started creating some levels. So let's see if we can hold these said levels. Man, I hope you guys are able to make your shitty mood as happy as mine, as fast as mine. I was in a crappy mood like 20 seconds ago, but man, something about this stream. Still didn't get the comedy game. I know there's a bunch of people that didn't get accounts. Actually, nobody that's won it this week got it yet because top one is short-staffed. Top one is short-staffed over the holidays. They told me they're a little behind on things, but you are getting it. You saw Leon Musk and got all happy. I'm not sure what a Leon Musk is. Água, Mayu. Voy a hacer. Zoom. Oh shit, bunch of people at the Zoom door. My bad. Come in. So as you can see, we were bullish. We pushed up here. We broke the previous daily high. The 4-hour has closed above here, just like yesterday. The hourly's made a top wick here. Is about to push down. But if it pushes down below the range, we'll have a buy stop here. If it attempts to come back down in range, we'll have a buy stop here, because if it attempts to drive down in range and fails, it has nowhere to go but to retest the highs. It should technically on an attempt down here close back in range for the fake out. But if it doesn't, it closes back above here after it attempts to come down, then we will look for some buys. If it doesn't make that attempt to come down, just continues up, then we will avoid it like the Black Plague. All right? Or the White Plague, it doesn't matter. Just we'll avoid it like the plague. Yeah, you don't worry. Your accounts are coming. They're supposed to be here. You're supposed to get them either today, sometime today, or you'll definitely have them by Monday. It is so cold in this house. I don't know how. It's 85 degrees outside and it's freezing in this house. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Jay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Wix. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody had a good one. I was off for a couple of days.
Yeah, we saw you didn't show up yesterday.
Yes, I did not. I did not show up for, I think, the last 2 days. Or 2.5
Where you
days.
been? Where you been? What you doing?
Went to the hospital.
Nice. With
my girl.
Oh.
Yes. And
Another failed attempt at a hit. The hitman failed again, had to bring her over to the hospital, get her fixed up. That guy's aim sucks. That guy's aim really sucks. What do I pay him for?
Accidentally done something. Yeah. I am happy to confirm that she is a little over 12 weeks pregnant. So.
Oh, you did a little something. You actually did something.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I did something to her. I was like, all right, so you walked into her with a sharp edge of a knife.
Correct.
By mistake, middle of the night, 16 times.
And I left something there. Again. So this is she's pregnant for the second time, and she's a little over 12 weeks pregnant. We cannot do the blood work now because everybody's on holidays here. So once the new year has passed, we'll go and get the blood work done to find out the sex of the baby and to find out if there are any issues with the baby. But yep.
So what's hold on. So what's the gap right now? 9 months and 9 months is going to be 18 months.
They're going to have about 18 months, correct? Because
wow,
the baby should be due in about July. Yeah.
So that's not as big. I had a smaller gap. My 8-year-old and my 6-year-old, the gap between them is 15 months. Because
Same as my sister and I. Yeah, 15 months is pretty
there's
good.
a time when they're the same age.
Yeah, 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 approximately.
Wait, hold on. One turns. Wait, is there a time? No, there's no time. There's the same age. There's a time they're 1 year apart. So they're 2 years apart. But there's a time where it's like one is 8, the other one's 7, for about half a year. 5 months.
If they are in the same year, where it doesn't overlap into the next year. So, see, Bianca is going to turn 1 year old in March. If that 15 months or 18 months difference was based on when it comes in January and the other one ends up having their birthday in like August, then they would have the same.
Yeah, same year,
approximate.
birth year.
Yes, correct. So, but in my case with my sister,
You are not that quick, bro.
I'm in May. Yeah, I'm in May and she's in August, so it would never work out. But I don't know about your kids. But
Jay
it's
ain't
possible.
playing word. Jay be just
No.
looking at you and you
I
get
told you
pregnant.
guys.
Do not
Yeah, I told you
fucking
guys.
look at Jay right now.
Yo, I told you guys, working at it for every year I'm working at it. The only reason why it took so long is because my girl's breastfeeding. So she didn't get her period for a very long time. And with Bianca, the first time that we tried, she got pregnant. With this baby, it happened the second time. So the second month that we tried, it's the first time it didn't work, and the second time it worked automatically. So here we go. So this is some great news. Obviously, I'm really excited and hyped. I don't want to put all the excitement yet on it until I have more guarantees that the baby's healthy, that there are no issues, that there are no diseases and anything like that. And once that is it, but I'm still happy to share the news with everybody for Christmas. Bring some joy to my life and hopefully more to your lives as well, knowing that a miracle is something that's in the works right now and happened. So thank you to everybody who I informed and told me about it and gave me the best wishes. Turpy and Nate, much appreciated for you from you guys. And I'm seeing a lot of the messages here. So thank you very much, gang. I appreciate that. But yeah. So if all goes well, and based on the symptoms, it looks like it could be a boy. Based on the symptoms that she has. So
Is she really big? Like, is she like extra
she is
forward?
not. She barely gained weight. Barely.
The boys
in 3
are
months.
typically, you'll have a bigger bump sticking out forward. That's what I heard.
I think she gained like 3 kilos. Whereas with Bianca, she had gained, I think, 4 or 5 kilos by then.
Yeah.
But the
I'm
symptoms
trying to
that she's
gain like
getting-
3 kilos by tonight, bro. Straight
I
up.
get it done, bro.
It's gonna be a long weekend. It's gonna be a long weekend.
Yeah. So like I said, man, I'm working on it every year. I want 4 to 5 kids, and that's the best thing to do is to do it on a yearly basis. They're all similar ages, and
You're gonna have
then,
like a Home Alone household.
well, there's already 6 people here, anyways, because I've got my friend, my girlfriend's mom, my girlfriend's mom's boyfriend, myself, Bianca. We're all here together in the house and take care
My
of everybody.
girlfriend's mom, girlfriend mom's boyfriend, girlfriend mom's husband, girlfriend mom's ex-boyfriend, girlfriend mom's next boyfriend, girlfriend mom. I'd be like, damn, girlfriend mom
I mean,
ain't
I like
playing.
to have friends together and family together in the same household, and it just grows that way. So I just have to find huge houses.
Jay wants a
That's the
starting
only
5?
thing.
No, bro. Jay wants to field a soccer team, and there's 11 players. You're gonna need more than a
If I
starting
had the
5.
money, if I had like Andrew Tate money, I would go for 11 or 12 or 13 kids. But I don't have that kind of
I
money.
think you would need Andrew Tate money and others 150 years added to your lifespan, because it's very hard to get everybody attention that they deserve, need, and want when there's that
but
many.
with things like that. Yeah, with when families are that big, you need to have a group of friends.
Just can't
or
imagine.
family
Yeah,
that live together to help out.
yeah, because it takes
And another girl. Yes,
it takes a
Nick.
village, right? That's how they say it takes a village. But
Yeah, for sure.
it's just tough. I know, I can tell by my youngest one that even right now with 2 older sisters, she feels like she doesn't get enough attention because she says it. They don't say it, but like they say things that make you realize that.
You do realize it, that you need a lot of work, and thank God, like, you know, her grandma is here.
Yeah, that's a big.
I mean, Bianca's, yep. And then so, but we have also, her boyfriend is living with us as well, and he sometimes will walk with her for 2-3 hours, go outside, walk, and enjoy himself, and she's, you know, enjoying the.
Can I get him over here to walk Benny?
I mean, I have no issues with that. Bring them over. They love dogs too. I mean, I used to walk my dog for 2-3 hours a day, man. I just enjoy life, and
I need
it
a
is
Benny
something
walker.
that's, yeah, it's obviously something that's easier when you don't have a 9-to-5 job. The life that you and I live is a little different. It's easier, but obviously in your case you have 3 kids, so it's a little more crowded now when you just only have you and your girl, right?
The thing is, it's not just 3 kids. It's a little more crowded now that they're bigger and they're like actual human beings. Before it was a baby, so you'd put it in the closet and just wait for like 24 hours to see. But
Yeah,
just kidding, Joe. Just joking, chat. They're gonna fucking call the police and swat me. But yeah, like they're now that they're older, like it's kind of easier, but it's also like more space in the house being taken up. Like when they were a baby, it's
Yeah.
like, you know, they stay in the little corner of the couch. Now they're like stay in the corner of this city, and I'm always bumping into them either here or outside or.
True. It's I'm sure I'll get the feel that very quickly, because obviously I have to buy cars that are a lot bigger, and I can't just have one car. But I'm looking at buying.
Do not get a fucking minivan, bro.
That's what I bought. I have a minivan now. So
stop.
Yeah.
Go get a fucking truck. Yeah, with a 7-seater truck. Yeah, don't fucking get a minivan. Don't do this shit.
I bought a 7-seater minivan, bro.
No, go fucking sell it. Tell your girl you got fucking, I don't know, a bulldozer crashed into you and you went flying into a flea market where a bunch of chickens ran into it. Something.
Listen, once the next baby comes in, the baby seats are not going to fit anymore in the car. We're going to have to get something bigger. And so I'm looking at getting, you know, those big Mercedes 12-seaters.
No, do not get a fucking rape van. Don't get a rape van.
It's not a rape van. Those are the big, massive ones that the really luxurious and rich people have. The very nice, you know, flashy black, like comfortable seats. These are the only ones
when they go on
actually
vacation and need to ride from the airport to their fucking hotel. That's what they get.
No, what I'm looking is either if I sell that, if not, I'll just buy 2 7-seaters.
I say you go with the school bus, a yellow short bus.
Sure, I can do that.
Get the short
just
bus.
Just in the driveway.
You either get the short bus or you get the Suburban. That's what you got to do.
I mean,
how much is a Suburban over there? That'll probably be expensive as fuck in Spain. Suburban, you probably can't even drive down the block. Your blocks are small as hell too.
Yeah, because it's an American truck, so I'd have to get something from here, and that would be like a Peugeot or an Opel or any of those kinds. But obviously Mercedes and BMW. Or what?
The European soccer team sponsors.
Yes, exactly. You have obviously Mercedes and BMW that have the 7-seaters.
I have the old school. I have the old school Paris Saint-Germain jersey where they were still sponsored by Opel. It's a gray jersey with a big Opel circle and the little. I still have that somewhere. It's a really dope jersey with the collar and everything.
That's old school, man.
Yeah,
nice.
I bought that in Paris. In fucking 1998.
1998 does not exist, but that's okay.
Back in the 1900s, dog. I bought that shit fair and square. I swear, I didn't steal it from nobody.
So you bought it in French francs at the time because the euro did not exist then.
I bought it right as I came down from the Eiffel Tower, and I was tired as fuck because it was too windy, and they turned off the elevators in the Eiffel Tower where the only way up was to walk up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I took my cousin, we walked all the way up, and then we ran down, and then I came downstairs, and there was a soccer store, and I bought a fucking PSG jersey, and it had the nice Opel sign, you know, the old school ones where they don't even have the number in the back. But it was authentic. It was dope.
I mean, that's the beauty about it. I mean, if you haven't been to France in a long time, then good. Don't
Yeah,
go
I have
back because
not
it's
been there
garbage now.
since '98. I've not been in
Okay,
Paris since
that's
'98.
good. That's good.
It's
I
almost 30
mean,
years, 28 years. It's not
the
bad.
the buildings haven't changed much. The people have changed and destroyed the entire society there.
Last
Other
time I
than
was in
that,
Paris, Mbappe wasn't even born.
it's just
Mbappe wasn't even a thought. I was
speaking of
already.
which, he got a judge to give him 60 million euros or something that PSG have to pay him. So good for him. On the
Yeah,
lawsuit that
he's
he had
taking the
with
judge
PSG.
out to the fucking steakhouse right now.
He was saying they owed him like 300 million, so he's only getting 60. He's disappointed, and
Why?
PSG countersued for 450 million, and they got nothing. So it made everybody happy.
Hold on. So
Oh
he don't play
man.
for them no more?
No. He left. So he added a 1-year contract when the president asked him to stay on, when his contract was about to expire, and
I
then
remember.
he finally decided to stay for that 1 year. And then when he was looking to leave either way, they decided to not put him on the actual the trip that they had in Asia, and
Idiots.
they left him home. And then they decided not to play him for a while. And then so it was a big problem, big issue, and a massive fight. And now he's been playing for Real Madrid in La Liga.
Yeah. That I saw.
Yeah. So, and he's doing really well, actually. He's doing really well. Real Madrid
Madrid.
is not first because I'm a Barca fan anyway, so I'm good. I'm happy about that.
How far away are you from either stadium?
4 hours. 4 hours from Madrid and 4.5 hours from Barca. I'm in Alicante.
What's your team over there? What's the local team for you?
And the closest one is Valencia.
Valencia?
Yeah, it's an hour and 45 minutes away from where I am.
That's crazy. Like, if you play in La Liga, you never have to fucking fly. You can just drive for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
Fucking crazy. In the US, damn, we
fly,
gotta
they fly either way.
like a 10-hour flight one way, 6-hour flight the other way. These guys are just fucking. Yeah, we're triangulating Jay's location.
Yeah. No, I live in Sant Juan d'Alacant, which is 15 minutes from the capital in Alicante. That's Sant Juan, SANT space JOHN. And
Yeah,
then
but how do you? What's
space
that? What
Alacant.
letter is that?
What do you mean, what letter?
I don't know. Wait, Della what?
Alacant. D apostrophe ALACANT.
No, what's the last word? Della what?
D apostrophe ALACANT.
Oh, all right.
D'Alacant.
That's not what I
Sant
heard.
Juan d'Alacant. Yeah, it's a very beautiful area. I live in a 4-story house here. It's absolutely stunning. But I'm looking, I have to move because it's an Airbnb where I'm at right now. And I think I found a place that has 8 bedrooms. That's about 5 minutes away from where I am. That has it's 360 square meter land house, but the land is almost 10,000 square meters. I mean, it's massive. So I think I might move there to grow the family now that I know that.
Yeah, you lost me with the metric system, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Everything is in metrics here, so I've got no choice but to say it in what it is.
Yeah, feet, brother.
So,
put that shit in feet.
let me write square meters in feet. Well, this would be.
He said meter. I was like, where my quarters at? I gotta pay this shit.
This would be an acre.
300 meters. That's a whole block.
So the land that the property that looks right, obviously, I think is almost 2.5 acres.
Wait. Hold on. You sound like a robot. 2.5 acres
is the land of the property that I'm looking to rent. It's 5 minutes away from where I am now.
Damn, dog.
And,
my property. I live on a 0.5 acre.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? You're getting 2.5 acres. I live on a 0.5 acre.
Yeah, but I don't live there yet. That's the place I found that I'm looking to rent. And the house itself on that 2.5 acres is almost 4,000 square feet.
So,
We're,
wow. All right, that's big, bro.
it's
I'm
8
just going by
bedrooms.
comparison. I got him. So my
Yeah.
land, an acre is what, around 44,000 square feet, right? So I live on around 21,000 square feet with the property of the house taking up around 8,000 square feet. Saying that is not
So-
8,000 square feet, but if you measure the entire space that it takes up, is around 8,000 square feet. But that's with the pool.
Oh, that's big. Okay, yeah, I didn't calculate the pool in the house measurements, but yeah, there's also a pool in that one. So that's pretty big. That's pretty decent, bro. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, but I understand the size of it, and I understand that it's okay for like a family of 5, right? It's not bad. It's like
Yeah.
we got room, but
Yeah, space. Yeah, that's what's important.
yeah, I'm like the market mechanic. We got room, but
We're looking to bring, because
2
Bianca
acres
has a
is a
great grandmother.
lot.
Yeah, Bianca has a great grandmother she's still alive, living in Venezuela, and we're trying to find a way
damn
to
it.
bring her over. Yeah,
Life insurance. Get that policy written.
yeah. No, I mean unfortunately she's ill. She has dementia. So
Oh, she ain't writing nothing.
yeah, no. So we're because we're trying to bring her over as well, but we don't know if we would have her live with us or have her put into a facility that would help her,
assisted
because-
living facility. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's obviously not easy for her. She doesn't remember, and she's sometimes.
Because they have over here, we have ILFs and ALFs. We have independent living facilities and we have assisted living facilities. And like usually for someone with dementia, they'll get the assisted. But the thing is, with independent living facilities are really like if you're 55 and better, and like you're lonely at home, like the independent living facility will have all the people your age and a bunch of activities for people your age and like food and restaurants in it and everything, meant for you to not really leave, but to be able to socialize once you're in there and go outside and all of that. It's crazy because I used to do meds for places like that, right? When I had a pharmacy, and you'd go in there, they had the funniest shit. Sometimes they'd be like, Joe from 14A is stuck on top of Miriam from 12C. What do you mean stuck? Like literally stuck on top of her because he snuck into her room in the middle of the night. And they're like 86 and 82. And I remember that there had to be like 6 nurses to get him up off of her. It's the wildest shit that be happening in there.
Yeah,
they're all
apparently
the same age. They're all there and it's independent living, not assisted living, which means an independent. They're all good and they're getting around and they can live on their own. All they need is just like comfort and convenience, so they don't have to drive. Right, and so everything could be there. So they still get down, It's like, damn.
Apparently, it's one of the places where there's the most issues with health, STDs and things like that.
Well, actually, they get up. They're just hard to get down. I remember they had like 4 nurses bringing them out.
Yeah, man, that's funny. Oh, man. Yeah. So anyway, so the great grandmother is still alive too. She'll be 78 and she'll be 77 in December.
Yeah, keep her away from Joe in 14B.
Yeah, she'll be 78. I mean, next December. She just turned 77. So there's a lot going on, and so there might be other people we bring over. So let's just see how nice Santa Claus Jay is next year. We'll play it by ear.
Play it by ear. What setup you waiting for?
Man.
So I'm sorry, give me a second. As we hopped on here, I saw this candle printing and breaking down. So what I was looking for was this closure, right? Sorry, wrong color. Right, I was looking for this closure here, so we can take this up. But this ate up a shit ton of range, and then came back down. So I can't really take it here. So on the next candle, right, as this candle closed to the left, looking very indecisive. This candle right here, this indecisive candle is basically your wife when you ask her, well, what you want to eat tonight? Where do you want to go for dinner? Right here, that's your wife right here. I don't know. So, right. Once that candle closed, though, we were looking for this next candle. So let's draw that candle. Wrong color. All right. So once that candle closed like this, right, we did hold support. We don't have a bullish closure in our direction, and we have a lot of range eaten up here, right? And also, it's the candle itself is indecisive. Didn't know if it wants to turn bullish, bearish. At the end, it closed top wick, bottom wick, range, up and down. This entire candle is one big range. So we wait on the next candle either to give us that closure that we're looking for, right? To eventually do this. Sorry, do this, right? Because it would be opening where this one closed. Either going to do that or it was going to break down, but that candle ended up eating away at all of the range as well. Like, that's what it ended up doing instead of this one. Bless me. Thank me.
We're also at
I'm
all-time
welcome.
highs, right?
We're also at all-time highs.
Yeah.
Now, usually, after this candle, you see this 15 candle. Usually, you would get a retest of the lows here and a little range printed, or another 15 would print to push back down a bit, but not re-break the lows, which would tell us that the 30s closing bullish above the range, finally holding support. We would have took that next candle. I'm not looking for a sell limit here because we are so heavily bullish that I'm not looking to take sells at all-time highs. I'd rather wait for structure to form. Structure did form here, but it didn't set up the way I wanted to. There's a reason I waited for stream. There was nothing happening before stream until here. Right, this is the first time this morning where there could have been positions. Maybe on a celery play here. Hold on. Celery play here. On the 5. No. Yeah, I probably take nothing here today. There was absolutely not a single position I would have taken. Oh man, what's going on? Lost
People
my
have
great grandmother
Zoom
5 years ago. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of people. Holy jumping fuck! There's like 25 people at the Zoom door. Yeah, to get flooded. You took that 15-minute onion, close 30, and be on a runner. You mean right here? This cannot like. Stop. Big stop, a lot of range eating up. The only way I take this onion is the break of the high here, and that's only 16 pips left. So we got to be down here. This is a big range, though. And there's a chance we respect this level. There's a chance we close back inside, print bear. So, like, there's still plenty of things that could happen. Gotta wait. Gotta miss it. Well, I am from India. Here we go again. I don't know enough English to understand what you will answer if I check and ask. So I just said that if you can just take a picture and explain it, that would be great. I also using Google Translate. I love this guy. Wait, what did he ask me before? Deepak. Deepak, please repeat the question, the actual question, the initial one, the one that goes before you're from India. Did anyone tell me what he asked, though? So I just said that if you can just take a picture and explain it.
Looking at his chat history, and it just says from the 25th, it says, "Hi, bro, I'm Indian. Please draw line how to react next goal." I don't understand what that means. And then the other one is, "My brother said this because I am from India and I know Gujarati. I don't know how to speak English, but I see you, so I said this because it can be done in gold."
I don't know how to, like, okay, but like, no, I need to know what he's asking for. Where can I provide the value to your trading, brother? Deepak, I love your enthusiasm and Curiosity. Please ask in a way I will understand. Please. Why are you guys laughing, bro?
I'm just wondering if he doesn't speak English, how's he able to understand what you're saying?
He sounds like he wants you to draw a trend line to the direction. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he sees trading. This is a universal language, right? Profits are a universal language. He sees green. He's like, I need to speak to that guy. Hold on. I got to blow my. Damn.
You muted.
Fuck. Say congrats, gang. You're all witnesses. It's a historic session here today. We are all witnesses to new all-time highs. We are at 45.72. 4572, which is basically like every poker hand I ever get. Bullshit. You get 4-5 or 7 deuce all the time. I've learned to play with 7 deuce. You know what the strategy here's the deal. The strategy at a 1-2 game at 7 deuce is you got to push all in because they're all pussies. But a strategy at a 5-10 game, if you have 7 deuce, you go all in, you get like 4 callers. It's wild. It really depends on the game you're playing. The Doyle Brunson.
Yeah, he definitely misspelled Doyle Brunson.
The Royal Doyle.
The Royal Brunson, yeah. Gold just pushed, and it didn't give us a top wick on the previous candle. So
Yeah, no, the previous candles suck.
yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Thank you, Gold. Much appreciated. It just pushed up like 80 bits. That's
I mean, it's not bad in terms of. Oh, look, where did it reject? It's not bad in terms of like there is still a wick there. There's still a wick to the left. Problem is, this is a small range to fill. You only have what 9 pips here, above 10 pips above that break of the high as an advantage point. You need a bigger advantage point. Number one. Number two, this wick never came back to that previous level down here. I really wanted to tap or an attempt to break down here, or just the tap of that area to drive off something. Right now, it's just driving off down here. Right off.
If you reject that any time and come back, then all the way down. As well.
Easily, yeah. You can push for 600 pips, but that's the questionable part of all-time highs, the arbitrary part. Gang, by the way, yesterday's stream, we got like 150 subs from yesterday's stream alone. Thank you to the Asian session last night. We've also had like peak viewers. We peaked almost at 500 viewers, 450 something. So massive Asian session last night. We also smacked it with 2 dubs, right? Early in the stream, later in the stream, we got 2 wins. And yeah, it was our biggest stream of this year. The
Congrats, man.
Christmas Day stream was the biggest stream this year. Yeah, you saw 470 plus. Yeah, we were max. I saw 478.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
So I know we didn't hit 500. We were in 470s. I think 478 was peak actually. But yeah, we had a big session. We had a lot of new subs, we had like 250 likes mid session or something like that, or 200 likes. Yeah, so big session. We're like 2 subs away from 28.7. Capitalizing off all the other streamers snoozing. No, that's just kind of been the deal when Asian session's around. Asian session has really been pushing this community. Asian session has been topping out viewers for the last 3 months and has been can you go outside? Of course, give me a hug and a kiss and you can go destroy the neighborhood. And yeah, if somebody give them hell. Give everybody hell. Enjoy, yeah.
I don't think
they're all laughing.
I don't think many people stream Asian, so it definitely helps when you're on, and it definitely helps when you're getting those massive W's as well. So that's a big win for sure. If you guys haven't already subbed, go ahead and sub so we can get to 28.8. That would be awesome. And if you haven't liked the stream, don't forget to do that as well. It helps promote the stream so that a lot of like-minded people can see this and then also join and sub to the channel. And so you can share that with your friends as well. That would be appreciated.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much. Yeah, I just sent all the kids out. They came in here with the neighbors' kids. They're like, can we go outside? I'm like, yeah, stop destroying my living room. Go. Give them fucking hell.
Get out. Yeah, by the way, I see you have the pre-live account, man. Congrats.
Yeah, they fucking sent that to me yesterday or day before yesterday. The max I can trade on here is 1 lot. So no runners, no partials. I can just trade 1 lot and that's it.
So you still trade GC regardless?
Yeah, I can go to MGC and trade points, but it's a bit of a different chart, different wicks. I like this. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do a breakdown here. Meanwhile, my live account right here to the right is on GC, right? So I need to do a breakdown. So because I'm trading both terminals. So my breakdown needs to be on GC. So I figured, all right.
Yeah. Might as well trade it as well.
I'm just gonna trade GC. I'm gonna max it out. I also asked them to raise my max lot to 2 so I can do partials, see if they do that for me or not. See if that's a possibility.
You have the biggest pre-live account anyways. It's 10% of your 150, so it's 50, is it 10% or 1%? Is it 1,500 or 15,000?
What'd you say?
1,500. 15. How much is the pre-live account that you have?
So it's 10% of the account that you kept getting funded on. They give you 10% of that account. 15K? Yeah, but I have 186 in that account, and they gave me 15. So I'm guessing it's the starting balance of that account. So because that account started 150, so 186, but they took it away and they gave me 15 on the live. But the good thing about this 15, like I can withdraw anytime. Like if I make another 100, I can withdraw as long as I make 2% on the account. Anything over 2%.
Oh, that's the pre-live. That's what it was.
The pre-live, yeah. So I can withdraw once 2% is made. I can't withdraw anything less than 2% of the account. So basically 2% of the account is $300.
That's nothing. You use a 1 contract, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can literally withdraw every day. I make 300, go withdraw 300, but I don't want to do that, right? I want to run this up to like a 30 or 40 grand account. Then withdraw.
Yeah, and then they're like, all right, you're no more pre-live. You're going on live. We're putting on a book. That's it. We got to make money from you too.
I'm pretty sure they have me. They're copying my trades. Pretty sure they're copy trading. I know WAP for sure. Like WAP, if you guys are here, like where you buy the service you buy my signals through, I know their entire staff is in my signal channel for free. I see it. I see it. I see their names and it shows free. It shows, I don't give them the discounts, right? But I see that whoever works there can obviously go through the back door and probably give themselves access.
No way. Seriously, bro?
Yeah, I
have people in the WAP.
Yeah, people that work for WAP. So the people that work for WAP, they obviously have the system. They can probably give themselves access to my signals. So there's at least 6 of them. I can take a screenshot right now, post it. It's
crazy, man.
That they're in my signals for free, but I can't do nothing because I sell through their platform, right? So
that's insane, bro.
Enjoy, guys. Yeah, and like maybe they don't think I noticed because there's like a lot of people in there, but I see it. Like I noticed it.
But at least they should have asked you, probably.
What was that?
They should have asked you. It wouldn't cost
No,
you
no,
20 bucks.
it's
You
their
know that.
platform. So like, why would like maybe it's the owners and the managers? I'm pretty sure it's not all the owners and managers because there's like 6 or 7 people from WAP that just have free access to my signals because they work for WAP.
How much is the max drawdown before you lose the account? Because there's no daily loss, but how
There
much
is
is
a
the
daily
max?
loss. There is a daily loss is
Oh, there is?
20%. Yeah, 20%, $3,000.
There's a daily loss?
Yeah.
20%. And how much is the maximum loss?
60%.
60%. Okay, that's actually a lot larger than I thought it would be.
So it would be like what? I have to lose 8,000 for the total account to be lost, more than half of it, right? And I'd have to lose 3,000 on it to close for them to close it on the day. I don't trade that much. Like even like if they gave me access to 2 or 3 lots, I would, but they're the ones preventing me from trading that big. So like, there's no way I'm hitting the
60% would
day.
be 9,000.
Huh?
60% would be 9,000.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. So I would have to get to 6,000, whatever it is.
So you'd have to have 3 losing days of 3,000 to lose the account.
Yeah.
It's not so bad, actually.
It's not so bad. I'm never gonna get to the 20% in a day.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Now,
I'm saying
not
it's
with a
not so
one
bad.
lot, I'd have to take 200 pip losses or 2 100 pip losses in a single day, like that.
You don't
That's
even
just
trade that
I don't trade 2 100 pip trades in a day. I mean, I do, but like not at that rate. Like it's just it's gonna be impossible for me to hit the daily. It's possible to hit the overall loss if you just keep taking small losses over time. The daily loss, I don't. Not how your live was. I mean, I can show you. They emailed me the rules for this live, pre-live.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for the pre-live, so I don't know what the rules are. So it's pretty interesting. Yes, we could still dump from here. That's what
I just need something to trade on. They took everything away. They even took away this TradeAvate account right here. Because they caught on. I wasn't bragging. I built it up. We had a balance of $3,000 here, so it was 153,000 in here. But
Yeah.
they caught on. I'm guessing the day that they went pre-live, they breached everything. They went to all my accounts and just breached everything. Yeah. So that's the way the cookie crumbles right now. Anyway, please drop a like, sub to the channel. Let's get to 30,000 subs. 28.6. We will be at 28.7 before this session ends. I'd like to be at 28.8 and 29 before New Year's, but 30K is the next big one. And then we're going to work our way towards a 24-hour stream at 50K. Right? Once we get to 50,000 subscribers, we will do a 24-hour stream here. So, be great to get there. Eliminate the session trades. You are. Right? So,
And I missed a lot. I was on that last stream I was on. It was 600 wins. We got 603. Nice.
W. Oh, that's right. There was 2 W's that stream. 599. 100.
600. Yeah. Man, I see you got another.
That is a gangsta van right there.
Is it 12-seater?
12-seater. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. One of the seats is in the bathroom, though. One of the seats is in the bathroom if you look at it. Hope they got a seatbelt. Funny. It's like the airlines, right? Fat people. They gotta buy 2 seats now. Problem is they're not together. You're like, how the fuck do I do that?
Your right cheek goes all the way back.
I might have to split myself through rows. How?
There's an answer to that, man. Don't be fat.
I'm not bionic. I can't fucking unscrew my titties and put them in the overhead rack. That shit ain't gonna happen.
You know what they say, man. It's okay to be fat. It's not okay to stay fat. You gotta work on yourself.
Yeah. Well, perfect time right now. New Year's resolutions are coming in hot. Coming in hot. Yo, I could see my gym. I could see my gym right now, literally emptying out because I've been in the gym last few days and it's been empty. Empty. And then, because I went to the gym on Christmas, it's empty. I went to the gym the day before Christmas, empty. Now, January 2nd. Yeah. January 2nd, though, you're going to see, you're not going to be able to get a fucking bench.
Yeah.
Forget the plates and the exercise. You're not going to get a bench to just like do body weight shit. And that's going to last like that till about January 16th, right? And then the parking lot's empty again. Same shit every year, about half a month, and then everybody stops. Suckers. All right, look, we've pushed up here, right? We just need a retest. Once we retest these lows, the previous range highs, and once we can form a support here, great. Or we can push all the way back down here to 45.52, 45.53 areas and find a support there, at which point we will look for some buys. I might look for a buy limit in this area as we start retesting these lows. It's a 90 pip stop. I want to do. We'll see. We'll see how it works here. We'll see in the manner in which we come down here, because there's a possibility that these candles do bring us down, right? Like we might get something like this. And something like this. If I get that closure with no bottom wick, yeah, I limit here. All right, and this is the candle I'm looking for. But a lot depends on how we come down here. Right, entry will be a limit pancake off here. Say what? Lose some weight. No, don't worry. Fat is not an offensive word. And if it is, we can call you what you call it?
Said fat is offensive.
You're carrying a wide load, you know? Nobody's offended on the highway when it says wide load. Nobody would be offended if you put wide load on your ass and started walking. People would be like, that is true. So wide load, we're gonna have to watch out on this one.
Big bag.
Horizontally challenged is my favorite.
Chops.
Horizontally challenged is honestly the most politically correct way to say it.
I don't give a fuck about politically correct. I just say how things are. That's just what it is. Not the
No, she's
PHAT
just, you
fact.
know, she struggled a little bit. She went through some challenges this year. You know, she's horizontally challenged. So we're gonna have to, like, you know, give her space, and because bitch needs space. You need space. Why? Because you know, some people just need some space to think. If your ass needs space to just take a step, a little different. Appreciate the knowledge on the free W's. Yeah, let's. We need. This is all-time highs. We need structure. Let's wait for the market to create it. Big bone? No, that's and that ain't your
Remember-
decision.
You remember when they used to say that? I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
No, bitch. The Rock is big boned, right? Like people from Hawaii and like Oumuamua, not Oumuamua. That's a asteroid. What's that called?
Maui?
Maui. Yeah, like what are they called? What's the people called? Not the Hawaiians. No, there's a. What's the name for them?
Samoan.
The Samoans. Samoans. That's the name. Yeah, the Samoan.
Oh,
like
the
those
island
fuckers.
of Samoa.
Those
Okay.
fuckers are big boned. That's a big bone motherfucker. Right? They're big. The Vikings were fucking big bone, right? The Slavic people, the Swedes, Finns, and Norwegians. Yeah, right. Those motherfuckers are big bone. Your ass is just extra fried. Yeah. Wide back. Gorillas have wide back. The Rock. But I know the paper, he's way bigger. That's like my daughter. I told you they went to play rock, paper, scissors. They're standing in a circle. My daughter went and grabbed scissors, and she's like there with the scissors while everyone's with their. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? My other one's standing with a rock. The neighbor's over there with a paper. I'm like, someone's gonna get fucking hurt, but I'm the only one that's getting sued right now. So, you know, you guys are really you're playing rock, paper, scissors, but that's not how the game goes. You're not supposed to hold the fucking object. Are we really hitting 4,600 today? That's a negative. That's a negative. The market might. We are not hitting anything until we fucking come back to support here. Hawaii here, but I ain't no Samoan. Irie Juju. Oh, okay. You on the wrong island on the wrong side of the country. Your ass should be on the East Coast on an island, not on the West Coast. Irie Juju. Yeah, I'm an Irie Jew too. I'm an Irie Juju as well. Classic. L'chaim, l'chaim. Go give us an entry. Now coming to your stage. Goldie. Irish Jew is crazy, yeah. Market looks prime for a bull run. It's on a bull run. It's on a massive bull run, bruh. 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 Bruh.
It's not a bull run, then I don't know what it is, bro.
Bruh. I have not done anything else except swipe down. Shit, bruh. This entire fucker.
2,200 pips, though. 3,000.
Market's only been bullet. When we enter bear face, it will be bloody hell.
See, that's the thing. There's never really going to be a bear phase for gold.
I'm just
That will
thinking, like,
just
how
melt
much,
completely. Yeah.
where could it go down to? Like, Because it's gonna go up no matter where it goes down to. It will retest that high that it made fairly quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. Safe haven. That's where people will put their money when there's an issue with the market or with the dollar or anything like that. It's always going to grow no matter what. So if you have actual gold itself physically, don't sell
Yeah,
it.
we would need an asteroid the size of the moon that's made of pure gold to crash into the fucking earth to drop these prices. And even then, it's gonna be so much fucking chaos. Prices are going up.
Yeah, because it's God's money, right? Oh, it's the most natural possible thing, bro.
Yeah, gold's really been on a bull run since like year one.
It really exploded after 2009. 2010, I want to say, when it was like $800, it just exploded. from
No,
there.
no. It wasn't $800 then. It was at 800 when I fucking moved to America.
Right.
No, I or something like that. Yeah. I think when we moved to America in '96, somebody was telling my parents to buy gold. It's going up.
Yeah, I was right. It was. Yeah. It was in 1980 as well, but it was in 2007, 2008, after the crash. I remember.
Oh, it hit 800.
Yeah, because I was looking at buying it after the crash because I had sold one of my companies and made a lot of money. And then
Man.
I was looking at buying it, and then it exploded right after that. I think within 2 years or 3 years, I think it doubled or something like that. I mean, I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I remember it being 800. Yeah, here it is. Late 2007, early 2008, gold had crossed the 800 mark again, driven by a weak dollar and rising oil prices. Though it was not a shocking event as the 1980 event where it dropped to 800 miles. Yeah.
If this shit ever drops half its value, chat, take out your fucking retirement money, your IRAs, your Roth IRAs, your insurance policies, and fucking drop it into gold. Sell
And
your
buy
house, your
everything.
wife, your kids, everything. Put it into gold. If this shit ever drops more than half its value, going right back.
He's right. He's right. He is absolutely right.
Any drop with gold, just like with oil, is temporary. Remember that shit? People were like, the oil dropped to $1, and they're like, yep, this can't go lower. All in minus 40. They stopped selling. Because technically, right? If the oil is cheaper, like you're not buying it, you're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Remember that? I had so many friends who went all in with oil at like $1, and because you can't go any lower, right? And then the shit went negative 40. And they're like, how does that even work? Am I getting a barrel of oil at my door tomorrow? Fuck.
Here it is. 2008 November, almost 800 or 813 or something like that.
I can't hear you. What'd you
then
say?
It pushed up, yeah, to 1600 in 2011. So it was 3 years, not 2 years. So yeah, my memory is not so bad. Then it came back down to 1,000 in 2015, when just before Trump got elected, and then it's just exploded since then, bro. Like if anybody bought gold when Trump was first elected in his first term, at 1,000 to 4,500, he is making hey.
So gold 5x'd in 10 years, right?
Yeah, it's insane, bro.
And there's
Started
plenty
realizing
of
that
vehicles that can 5x, good, but are any of those vehicles as solid, as tangible, as sure as gold in terms of supply and demand? You know what I mean? So it's really a great safe haven, but man, if it did that in the last 10 years, if it 5x, why don't you think it can 5x in the next 10 years, right? I'm telling you, we're looking at $25,000, $30,000 for gold. like the days of retail traders trading gold are going to be gone because it's going to be really difficult to price yourself in. You're going to have to
There'll be a
approach.
lot of volatility.
You're going to
Yeah.
have to approach the gold market with at least like 50 to 100 grand behind you. I think in the next 10 years.
Well, that's why when you place a purchase on gold, it costs you more than when you place a sell. The actual bid and ask are different. It's more expensive. You have to
Well,
have
you're
more value.
going to have a lot less leverage buying an expensive product.
Yes,
You
correct.
can
The higher your
more
leverage, the-
people. The barrier for entry to play in trading gold is a lot smaller when gold was at 2,000 versus when it's 4,000. Hold on, let me let my dog in. Joe, can you say please next time? This dumbass, he got stuck behind the Christmas tree and he can't reverse. There's no reverse gear on Benny and he doesn't know how to back up. So he's stuck behind a Christmas tree and he's just standing there barking. Now I just let him out and he thinks he's acting like I just fucking saved him from certain death. He's showing so much Lola. He thinks like he's acting like I just saved him from a shelter or something.
How do people not love dogs, man? Or animals?
Well, he kind of pissed
Yeah,
me off
anyways.
when I saw him standing behind that Christmas tree and I had to go all the way over there. I'm like, this dumbass. He can knock this thing over and just walk through it, but he's standing there barking. And now, like,
How come you celebrate Christmas, by the way, with a Christmas tree if you're Jewish?
so a couple of reasons. Number one, it's tradition because in Russia or in Ukraine, where I grew up, we didn't celebrate. There is no such thing as Christmas tree. The whole thing is built around New Year's. There's a New Year's tree. It's even called the New Year's tree. And it's more about tradition than religion over there because everyone celebrates it. Like the Jews, the Christians, the Muslims, it's all the same thing. You're celebrating the new year, not Christmas. The tree stays on until January 1st, January 2nd, because that's what it's for. It's for New Year's. The gifts, our Santa shows up on December 31st and on that night, right? His name is Grandpa Ice or something like that. If you direct translation, it's free Grandpa Freeze or something like that instead of Santa Claus. That's his name. And he doesn't wear pants and jacket. He wears a robe and he has a granddaughter. Hold on.
What happened to his child?
I don't know the story. I don't remember. But this is hold on. This is our tradition.
Somebody's writing in Cyrillic.
Right there. This is how our New Year's looks like. As you see, that's our Santa. He doesn't wear pants and a jacket. He wears a robe. He has a granddaughter. And they bring gifts, and those gifts show up under the tree over New Year's, over that night. Okay? And so a lot of it, Moroz means cold. So Grandpa Cold, right? I don't know. And right there. Roman, East Slavic cultures. So it's really more about tradition versus religion. Okay? That's number one. Number two, my wife is Christian. And
Oh, she is.
yeah, so the
Man, how
kids,
does that work raising the kids?
so the kids, it's whatever they want, but it's really like I don't push nothing on them on religion. I let them make their own choices. They just when they ask me questions, I explain things to them. But it's really all tradition. I'm just doing at home what my parents did when I was little, and like because her parents did the same thing. Like I told you, over there, it wasn't a religious holiday. It's more of a traditional holiday. And the gifts come from, from New Year's, not for Christmas. And the tree is not a Christmas tree. It's a New Year's tree. So, over here, that's why you see a lot of Russians. Like, I remember when we just moved to the US and we were in New York, and all the Americans are throwing out their Christmas trees. The Russians, the new ones, right? The OTB ones, the off the boat. They'd see the trees. They'd be like, "Oh, look, free tree! New Year's 3 days away. Let's go!" And they weren't wrong, yeah. Because for them, the celebration is in 3-4 days.
Interesting. So how does it work with if it's not the religion? What do you guys believe in?
No, I have my set of beliefs. She has her set of beliefs. Like no one gets in between me and God, right? It's a really personal thing. And I don't get between her and her God. Like, if that's her thing, if she needs to go to church, the kids ask questions. The kids ask questions. I explain to them, but they make the choice.
They explain it based on.
I'm not personally, like, I'm not religious, right? Like, yeah, I'm Jewish. I got 100% Jewish blood flowing in me. Grandma Jewish, grandpa Jewish, but all sides. Parents Jewish, right? I have 100% Jewish blood flowing in me. That doesn't mean I practice Judaism or I go to the synagogue or, I pray in Hebrew or Yiddish. No, I do what I was raised, by my parents to do traditionally. So we're more of a traditional household than a religious house. I just do what my parents did, and it just happens to be because we're from the same or similar region. Not exactly, but that part of the world. The traditions are very similar. So in terms of keeping up with tradition and doing things in the house, we do it. But prayers is strictly between me and God. It's strictly between me and that energy force, and it doesn't, like, nobody can get in between that. And the same thing for everybody else.
So what do they
and then the old New Year we celebrate. Yeah, I know. What was that?
So what do they believe in, the kids? Or they're not sure yet?
The kids, the older one, the teenagers, just starting to form that opinion. So I've sent her before to like a Jewish camp. Wasn't fucking Auschwitz. Shut up, y'all. I sent her to a Jewish camp. And I've sent her to Bible school. Like, she's done both. Like, and she goes wherever she wants. She's got friends in Bible school and Bible study. Go ahead, enjoy it. Like, it's not going to teach her anything bad. It's not going to teach her bad lessons. You know what I mean? If anything, it encourages you to be a good person. So why not, right? Like, these things are done for kids. It's not indoctrination, right? I'm not making sure she's fucking living as a nun in a monastery or whatever it is. Whatever region you're from determines your religion. Yes and no, not necessarily. It affects it, yeah, but not really. We're just speaking Sie Deutsch? No, thank God, no. Du bist ein Arschloch. Bible says that you got to make a decision for yourself, so you can't baptize kids. You got to wait for a frontal lobe to develop. I don't baptize nothing. My kids will make the decision of what to believe in, when and how, after I teach them what I know, or after asking enough questions. Like, I trust them to have a level head on their shoulders and make that decision for themselves. But I don't think religion can't be pushed onto anyone, even your kids. It's just, that's something you discover in your life's journey. And I think my relationship with them is going to be so much better for letting them make that decision and not forcing them to be a certain or believe in a certain thing. Because how do I know what they believe in? They're an individual. I can influence that, but I'd rather my influence consist of facts and things that I've experienced and known versus things that I've read, heard others like that's going to be her, her burden in this world, or their burden in this world, is to figure out what they believe. 66. Like I said, I've sent them to. They've read Hebrew stuff. They performed Hanukkah songs on holidays, and they went to Bible school. Right? They went to Bible study for months at a time. So what they know, you know, they know, they understand, and they're gonna make a personal choice, not a family decision in what to believe in or not believe in.
Well, interesting, obviously, having two different religions that are a big variation between each other is not easy.
A lot of people mix up Christianity and the Bible. It's a totally good thing. That's what I would say. It's good no matter what they study. The rabbi,
I mean,
at the synagogue and the priest at the church are both pretty good people, pretty good, God-loving, God-fearing, decent people. And if those are the principles that they instill, or those religions instill, fine. You don't want to have religion, fine. But, you know, just not Catholic, same religion, half the guilt. I get it. But it's just, I just can't have her be a Jehovah's Witness and show up at people's doors at 8 in the morning on a Sunday. I'd be like, baby, you know you could do better things. You're destined for much bigger and greater.
start trading at 3 a.m. I mean,
That would be
you
on
don't-
a
yeah, I mean, Jesus is a Jew, right? He never converted or anything. He's always a Jew. Christianity was not created by Christ. But the thought of it, of the idea of what he wanted, was different from what the Jews were living. So that's why there's a conflict there in the idea of how to believe in, what to believe in, and so on and so forth, especially guys with the Torah and the Talmud, which are very different.
Look, I
and it
said
takes a lot.
I'm not religious. Like, I don't go to the prayer house. I don't.
No, but they're gonna go through it. They're gonna read it. They're gonna, I mean, in
They
in
might end up
Jewish
not
camp.
believing in anything, right? But and still be decent people. Like, you don't really have to believe it. But like, we're gonna keep up with tradition and what we've done in my house when I was little. That's what we're doing in this house. But then when they're little, hopefully they pass their tradition on as well. But we're not gonna instill a religious belief in them. I'm gonna let them come to that conclusion.
Hanukkah, or no, just a tree for the New Year, basically.
We used to do the menorah as well. I just honestly, because we moved last year, I couldn't find my menorah.
Okay.
So we used to, and you'll see in a lot of like European households, you'll see a Christmas tree and a menorah, because it's not a Christmas tree in our tradition. It's a New Year's tree. Like I said, there's no Christmas that's celebrated. There's New Year's that's celebrated when you're from that region. So it doesn't conflict. A New Year's tree doesn't conflict with the Hebrew menorah, with the Jewish one.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very, like, not a lot of people know that here, but over there it's common. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's how it is.
Interesting. I'm reading up right now. I just looked up where does the Christmas tree come from exactly. I had an idea, but I didn't know all of that, and it's pretty interesting. You guys should read up on it. It started in Germany in 16th century.
Where do these cannabis trees come from, bro? Who started that?
I think his name is Guy.
Well, Kenny, cheers. Let's have a toke to God. Let's have a holy smoke. Holy smokes!
sound like a plan.
Oh, it sounds like a plane.
So, you ain't saying nothing.
Can you do a halo? Can you do a halo?
Wait, I can see Kenny clearly in Zoom. There's an issue. Where's the fog? There's not enough smoke going on. Man, you gotta start token.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
In-
Okay.
Indeed, a
Um,
pagan tradition.
Yeah, actually, it started in ancient Egypt, my peeps, where the Romans and Vikings as well were using them in winter festivals.
And my peeps.
My peeps, my ancestors.
Yo, what's up with Zawi and hiding all the shit in the pyramids? This is bullshit. You guys need a new minister of antiquities. Zawi Hawass, you know who that is? That's the guy that's keeping all the secrets.
Yeah,
Like, why can't we go dig under the pyramids and the Sphinx?
Safe. I don't know, just put it up to the Sphinx. Oh, we'll find it there.
Looks, you're the most interesting person I know. A Jew that looks Rastafari, eats jerk chicken, and is American. I don't know what, like. Ta-da! Colombian gold in my lungs.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, get to here. What happened? Can you go in the pool? No. It's freezing outside. You don't want to. Feel the water. You're gonna get in it. You're gonna be that. Feel the water. Yes. Go stand with your feet in it and tell me if you're not freezing in 3 minutes. Freezing outside. I don't care how much heat is it. That's a pretty cool scar you drew on your face.
Well, I hope everybody's enjoying the holidays, no matter what religion you may or may not be claiming. Enjoy the holidays.
What's that you
Yeah.
claiming?
What do you claim?
The Southside Jews, bruh.
I tell you what. When I was working
Southside
in retail,
Hasidics, stand up.
when I was working in retail as a 18, 19-year-old, whatever, I realized that to not offend anyone, I would just start saying Happy Holidays as opposed to Merry Christmas.
Hell yeah.
I don't care about offending people. For me, it's Christmas. It's the time that Christ is
I understand
born.
that. I understand that, but being in retail and you have customers, it was more respectful for me to just say Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
From that
I mean,
point on,
I get it.
that's what I've been doing for the rest of my life, just saying Happy Holidays, because I come across a lot of people doing different things or not celebrating at all. I just say Happy Holidays.
I just give people the
It's
side
different.
eye.
Yeah, it's different though, but I mean, the U.S. is a Christian country. It's based on
I don't
Christian
give a shit
values.
what
So
the
it made
U.S. is.
sense. It made
It's
sense
bigger
to
than the
say
U.S.
Detroit!
Christmas. Sorry?
It's bigger than the U.S.
Detroit!
Yeah. It's actually big in Spain too, obviously. Christmas is massive here.
I got a
and-
guy in Gambia, my partner in my clothing line. He says it's big in Africa, in Gambia. I mean, so you just never know what religion you might be
It is,
practicing, but the holidays is the holidays. It is what it is. You got
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, you got all kinds of stuff people celebrating around this time. So it's just, for me, it became more respectful to say Happy Holidays.
Yeah. I mean, obviously each person celebrates what they do celebrate, but it's always been known as Christmas time. So I know when you work in retail and you have a job, you got to say something like that, not offend people, not get fired. But in the end,
No, it wasn't.
you
It
know,
wasn't that. It was just
No?
for me a conscious decision.
mm,
It wasn't
Is that
that
something
like,
you
hey,
still
you
do
gotta
today?
make sure. No, I was working at Montgomery Wars. It wasn't that serious. I just said for consciously for myself, I thought about it and just said, this to me makes more sense just to say Happy Holidays because everyone is celebrating something usually, and so that's what it is.
Is that what you say today as well, or you actually say something
Yeah,
different?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like to say I'm across a lot of circles and a lot of people that believe a lot of different things. Trust me, I got people who can go so deep in, the whole real religion and all kind of Moors and all kinds of people. But I just say Happy Holidays.
When people tell me that, even here in Spain, some people say Felices Fiestas, which is Happy Holidays, and I'll tell them Feliz Navidad, which is Merry Christmas. I'll respond that way. Guys, I guess
The song would
yeah, I
just
mean,
hit different if the shit was like Felices Siestas. Like, you just can't sing that song the same way.
No, it can't be like Feliz Navidad. And you'd be
Yeah,
like,
you can't beat that.
Felices Fiestas. That's just weird.
It would throw off the whole thing. Yo, blame someone else day. First Friday the 13th of the year. That is the fucking
Love
weirdest,
Friday
January?
weirdest holiday. Yeah, it's called the blame someone else day. I figure as traders, that's kind of like every day.
Oh,
I
it's
was
in
born on
February.
Friday
I
13th.
fucking Wicks took a loss and I fucking copy traded that ass. I lost because of him. Like, it's like every day. I mean, how come, you know, there should be a take credit for someone else's effort day.
Actually, you know what? February and March this year are Friday the 13th.
March
November
13th is
as
my
well.
birthday. I was born on
When?
Friday 13th. March
March
13th
13th?
is my birthday. I was born
know
on
shit.
Friday
Yo, it's-
13th.
It
Yeah,
falls on a
Pisces.
Friday again this year
Yeah,
in 2026, bro.
Yep.
Yo,
I was born on
February,
Friday
March,
13th.
and November are Friday the 13th. So you're gonna finally get your Friday the 13th again, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that explains a lot of things.
313 day. In Detroit, that's 313 day. My birthday.
313.
Put your hands in the air and follow me.
Yo, did I hear you say, Wix, that it was cold? Yo, it's like 25 where you are outside, man. What are you saying your kids is cold outside?
Well, because they're asking me to go in the pool and I'm trying to shut up. I'm
Oh.
trying to tell them it's freezing. I'm
Oh,
trying
the
to
pool's
convince
not
them. It's the Jedi mind trick. If I tell them it's cold, they'll probably believe it. They might go outside. It might be hot, but I'm telling them it's cold, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, all right, we won't go in the pool because it's cold."
Is it
They're
heated?
all. It's heated, partially.
Oh, okay. Partially, when I urinate in it. Yeah. Jeez.
So here's the deal. I don't turn on the heater because it's constant. It's not in the shade. It's constantly and consistently under the sun, so it's just always warm.
Okay.
So I never need to turn on the heater. But like it's not a good idea for them right now to go in the pool. It's not that hot outside. It's like
77, man.
75, 77, yeah. It's not 85, 90 degrees.
Imagine somebody saying Florida, 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit is cold.
It's
Bruh,
not
I
cold, but
think
like
Sharpie
for
would lose his
us,
shit.
for us, it's not like I know, yeah, it's New Year's, right? It's Christmas and New Year's, and I'm walking around here in like shorts and a wife beater all day long.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like depressing at the same time in terms of like shit. It's Christmas. You want some snow and some sleigh bells and like, you know, some mud, some buses stuck in the road, people crashing. You want, you know, a bunch of sleet, dirt everywhere. Like you want some of that. No.
Go up.
I'm in Detroit. I don't want it.
October in Canada still pool season. Shit, we got pool season all year round. Detroit's been under like 20 feet of snow for the last month.
Yeah, man.
They all melted about a week ago.
You're not in
We can
Detroit.
go.
You're in Detroit, Kenny, right?
I'm in the suburb of Detroit.
Right. Okay. No, because you were traveling. I thought you were traveling. I didn't know if you were back.
Oh.
You went to South
Oh, yeah.
Carolina.
Atlanta.
Jay, there's a
It was almost
question for
70
you.
degrees in Atlanta. I was loving it.
I got a question for
Oh,
you in the
wow.
chat.
You have a question for me? What?
In the chat, they want to know how funded account works, so I figured they'd hear it from a pro that's fast them and went live.
How does a funded account work? Well, with Top One, if you are getting enough payouts, they wrote in the actual messages and then in the notes that having up to 3 payouts usually will give you an opportunity to get moved to live. What happens is that they look at your type of trading that you're doing, they look at how much money you're making, and anytime you get a payout between 1 and 3, or sometimes 4, they can then congratulate you and say, okay, we are now looking at your trading. We're going to pause and breach all of your accounts and then tell you what's going to happen at that point. So what you need to do is this. You want to buy yourself an account to trade with a prop firm. It's better recommended to not go with a combine or with a challenge and go directly to a funded account. What means
Skip the
is
challenge.
what the challenge does is it gets you prepared to get to the funded. However, there are companies like Top One where you could buy directly an account that is already funded It's a little more expensive, but if you use code Wix, you get a discount. And when you get that funded account, depending on the type of account that you have, you will get a certain amount, which would be 25, 50, 100, or 150K type of balance. There is a goal for you to reach. And the first payout is once you reach 6% profit of the initial balance that you have without having breached the account with the overall drawdown, which I think on 2% or 1.5%, depending on the account that you have. Sometimes it's 4%, I think, depending on that account. And then what happens is that on a 50K, for example, you need to make 6%, which is $3,000. You can copy trade up to 5 accounts, depending on the type of accounts that you get, whether it's a instant sim funded or a straight 2 funded, S2F. And then once you make that $3,000, you can receive a payout up to $2,500 for that account. What I did is I had 5 accounts, S2F of 50Ks, and I reached the 3,000 payout, and I didn't breach any of the other rules that they had. And it was a 20% ESS. It's different than the consistency. Consistency is on the instant sim funded, which is 20% as well. And then I got the 3,000. I actually made a little bit more on one of those days. So I had to actually make a little bit more. So I had to make 3,300 or something like that, or 3,400. And once I got that, I got paid $2,500 on each of those accounts because I copy traded them. And I got paid on 5 of those accounts, and they paid me $12,500 minus their cut. So it's something that's really worth it. If the funds are something that's lacking for you, definitely recommend that you go with that route, and then use those funds to grow them into a live account, and then possibly do both like Wix and I do. We both have a live account on one computer and prop firm on the other computer. And that's just going to grow your account. If not, then just do prop firms always, or just do live always. And now Wix is on what is called a pre-live account. So they took away all of his funded accounts, all of his accounts that he had, and they moved it into one account where he can withdraw money as long as he makes 2% of the initial balance, and automatically he can start withdrawing money every single time. So that's what he's trading right now, that you guys can see on your screen. As you can see, it says it on the top left there. It says top.
It says TOF pre-live.
Oh, there.
Top on futures pre-live account. Yeah, they give you 10% of your funded account. So the funded account initial balance was 150K, so they gave me a 15K lot. I don't think you can get bigger than this.
No, you cannot, because you can only get one account. The biggest they offer is 150. So yeah, so once he makes $300, as you can see right now, he's RPNL.
You gotta understand, the barrier for entry in trading in terms of making decent profits is pretty high, right? So people don't have a lot of money. They don't have that much money. People don't have 100 grand to just put away and go trade and practice and learn and lose and risk, I guess, is the most important one, right? So there are companies that will give you that leverage of 150K, right, to 100K, 50K for a price. For $300-400, you can have a 150K account. It's not your 150Ks, but you have the leverage of 150K to make money. It's basically somebody saying, all right, here's 150K. It's not your money. Go make money, keep a percentage, and I'll take a cut, right? So, but there's thresholds, right? You can't lose more than 4%. You have to make 6%. If you can make 6% before you lose 4% on the account, you get paid out. That's the whole point, right? And if you can do that multiple times, funding companies will probably put you in a live account. But just, you don't want to go buy challenges and waste time. Time is money, and you don't want to sit there, spend a week, a month, whatever you spend just trying, or days passing challenges, when you could be spending those days just making the money immediately, right? Whatever wins you get, you're making money, and now you're not just passing a challenge to get to a live. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that pass these challenges in like a day or two, and it's cool, or you buy 10 challenges, pass them, and just keep going. But overall, like if you can go get an instant funded account and skip all the challenge phases, then it's a shortcut. Why would you want to do that? Right? The whole goal is to get here, but if you can pay to get here and just make the money, fuck it, pay it.
So once Wix has his RP&L at 300, he'll be allowed to withdraw the money if he wants to. He's not going to want to do that. He's going to want to grow the account to a lot more money before he gets a nice withdrawal. Hey, London just closed. It's 11:30.
Yeah, we're stuck in this crappy range. I'm looking at. I'm okay. We showed up late here. We showed up at 10. There's nothing doing right. This is when we showed up. This was the candle here, 9:45. The only reason I came here because I saw the support setting up, but it just did not close. This is what we wanted. We wanted this right up here, but it just didn't close the way we needed to, and then didn't open the way we wanted to. So a lot of no-nos. No.
You want to call it?
I'll call it in a half hour. I mean, I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I mean, if you guys gotta go, you go. But I got some time. We got room.
Yeah, call it at noon too.
I'm gonna call it in about at noon. I'm gonna call it at noon Eastern. It's not doing. I'm telling you, no. Don't ask again. Okay. Here, come here. Show him your scar. Show him your scar. Show him your scar. Look at this scar there.
What is?
Is there anything
What is
cold?
that? Halloween?
She found mom's makeup thing, and she gave it to you. You sure? Okay. She gave it to her, and she's doing this all different kinds of makeup. Like the last few days, she's just been like, first she gives herself a scar, then she gives herself like big whatchamacallit, like those Russian doll eyes. She'd be doing all red and the cheeks all red. And then she was, I don't know, she's doing crazy. She's very artistic. They're all very artistic in their own ways. This one's imagination goes into like drawing and tattoos. She'll draw tattoos, be like, look, Dad, like yours. She'll have a cat, a snake, cactus.
It's good, man. It's important for them to express themselves when they're young and be artistic. It's a very, very good thing, especially for girls as well. They have definitely way more of that than men do.
My older one, she plays piano, and she goes to piano and vocal lessons. So she plays piano and sings. But
nice.
so like she doesn't know how to read notes. So it's kind of sucks because that's the reason she goes to music lessons. She's self-taught, the older one. She just hears the notes. Like she watches a anime, and then she'll sit down at the piano, and it'll take her like maybe 20 seconds to repeat the entire melody. You know, so she can replay. She's got incredible hearing and sound memory because she can just replay. She'll grab the guitar and she'll replay the sound. That's what you guys see in a lot of pictures. I got the piano and the guitar. That's for her because she can repeat it. But then if you hand her notes and be like, here, play this song, she'll be like, I don't know how to read notes, Dad. Like, so.
That's a very high genius level. That's very rare, by the way. I played piano and I had to read the notes. I couldn't do it. She
can. She can replay it with her voice. She can sing the note with her voice. Like the sound, she can replay it, but she doesn't know what note it is.
No, I understand. I'm telling you, that's very rare.
She doesn't know what sound it is. So right now, like I got her I got her piano and vocals, and she's supposed to be learning how to read them, but she still doesn't know how to fucking how to read them. And I mean, it's good, but it's not good because it's music. Like she wants to be able to write music, right? She wants to be able to write, but in order to write it, you have to learn how to read it. You have to learn, because she can put together a nice melody and a song, and she'll know what it is, and she'll remember it in her head. She can repeat it, but she can't tell somebody else how to play it because she can't write it down. She doesn't know the notes. And
That's pretty incredible.
yeah, that's her. And recently she started drawing, and she draws sick anime pictures, like crazy anime. So she drew, I think I posted once, she drew up she drew like an entire block worth outside on the street, just on the ground, just like 50, 60 foot, pictures. It's pretty wild.
Who does she get that from? When you sing, it's not bad, but
No.
I can't tell if it's no. I mean, trust me. When you sing or you him or do stuff, you can hear that the notes are not bad. But
my
does she get that from
dad
your
is
side of the family?
my dad was, like I said, he's an actor and he's a singer, and he's very good. He's a very good performer. So he's got incredible hearing. He can read notes. He can sing. He graduated like, the Russian equivalent probably of Juilliard, back in the day. That he went to art school.
Pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. Yeah, I could never live up to that. My dad's resume is very impressive. So I can try, but I'll never live up to his resume. He's a pretty sick role model. But yeah, she gets that from there. And the drawing, my wife's pretty artistic when it comes to drawing and, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. They don't get it from me. They don't get it from me. I was more of like the funny athletic type. I play all the sports. I was never serious. And I was always really just, common sense smart.
Common sense is no longer common sense these days, but yeah.
Yeah, it was very logical. I wasn't like too smart in terms of book smarts, but I didn't need to be, because when you have common sense smarts, you just hear things and it makes sense, them. Right? So for me, like, it was enough to like attend class and just listen to the teacher say something, and if it made sense, I just remembered it. Never did homework, never nothing. I am pretty good at drawing a line on a chart, but like you have to be logical here, right? This is one of those places like you got to be logical, and it's really like you don't have to know much. You just have to have. There's a lot to know, but it's not like I said, it's not rocket science, right? So it's not hard for a human being to memorize what you need to know here on the charts many times over. Not really what you know, it's the execution of said knowledge that matters. It's really your edge and how you execute it, right? It's not what you know. How you act on what you know.
And it's how you know and how you apply what you know.
Yeah. The application of that said knowledge is the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a few times, and I said it a few times, and knowledge is awesome, but without action, it's bullshit. It's nothing. So it's the same principle. You have a lot of people who are very smart and they don't apply it to anything in this world. You're like, geez, it's a waste of talent. So having the knowledge and then applying it is what makes you great. If you succeed, obviously, and do it properly. A lot of people have a lot of knowledge. They read a lot of books, but they're dumb as shit. They have no street smarts. They don't have apply it to everyday, life. And that's why people come to the stream. They learn about a lot of different things.
And I mean, those are the things. Remember, it goes back to putting yourself in a position to succeed, right? Putting yourself in a position where good luck can find you. And remember, luck finds you when you have, when you have a little bit of talent, right? From some natural talent, whether it's thinking, whether it's doing, whatever kind of talent you have, right? And when you actually put in the effort, right, which a lot of people don't do, that doesn't mean good luck will find you. But if you have some talent and you consistently put in the effort, you consistently put yourself in a position where good luck can find you. The third variable is timing, right? So if you're putting in the effort and if you have that talent, that ability to do something well, and you put in the effort and you do it consistently, at some point in your life, timing will line up. May not be today. For some people, it happens overnight. It just so happens that the day they decided to do what they're going to do and just be about it and just do it consistently and constantly, it just so happens that that very day was their lucky day. And they hit it right out the park, right off the bat. And it just so happens. Because good luck will find you when you put yourself in a position to succeed. So if you do it and you have the ability to do something well, luck will find you. It's all about timing. And for some people, it takes years and you just keep doing it over and over. But you keep putting yourself in a position where that luck can find you, and it will. At some point, it will. It's inevitable if that's what you do all the time. Some of y'all are like, man, it's been 20 years. When is this shit gonna find me? You got to put yourself in that position where you're consistently and constantly doing that thing that you're about, that you're good at, right? Or that you've gotten good at. If you're not good at it, if you're learning, then it's like, wait till you get good at it. That's when the road really starts, right? It doesn't really start as you're here learning. It really starts so when you get good at it, you're like, yeah, now I got to stay good at it, right? Because for most champs, it's not about winning the belt. It's about defending it. They know that's where the legacy is built. Can I defend this sucker? Right? So it's once you learn, once you're great or once you're good at it, that's when the ride really starts, because now you got to stay there and be good.
You're living proof. And you're living proof because you're doing it live. And for free.
There's a lot of people doing stuff. I'm just telling you. Not really about me, but just anybody can do this shit. This knucklehead from Brooklyn did it.
No. I would never do what you do, ever. Not anybody can just do it. Trust me. I would never do what you do. It's a massive amount of pressure. I also have a tremendous amount of respect for what you do. It's very, very difficult what you do. And, I don't know about the people on the stream, but a lot of us, we're learning from you and we're understanding what you're doing and are making money from it. But I know a lot of others that just take the position you take without understanding it, and that's fine too, right? It's nobody's judging you for that.
Yeah.
But what you do specifically all the time, hell no, I'm never doing this shit.
But that's like public speaking. Some people can do it, some people don't. But like we all got other things, or like our own things that we're good at, right? But
it's a little more particular than that, bro. It takes something different in you to be able to. I've got no problem public speaking and being in front of people, but do what you do. Take positions, have the losses, know that people are taking the same positions as you, that they can also take loss, lose money, and all this and that, and still come back and do it the next session or the next day, and then go from there.
I told you the messages I receive. I get some wild messages. I get some angry people. I get some death threats. I get people just want to stop beef for no reason. Bro. Yeah, but it happens. It comes with the territory, right? And putting yourself out there in the public, it happens all the time. I get a lot of good messages too, because we win a lot, and I get a lot of messages like, "Man, thank you. I just bought rims for my Rolls Royce." You know what I mean? Like, thank you. I get some really funny messages.
I get that. It comes with the territory, bro. But I just need some good daily, regardless of if I win or lose, and I get that from my family because they give me a lot of support, and I love that. But if it's from strangers and I have to read the messages and I read them, bro, I just get angry for nothing, and I don't want that. So having to do what you do is lots of props, man. It's not easy.
Yeah, I like what I do. Thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoy doing this.
That's a good thing.
Hey, sorry to
'Cause,
bother from
you
this
have to take
inspiration
advantage.
moment, but I just bought a funded account from using your code. I had to make 3% profit every week to pay out the next month. You have to make, I think you have minimum trading days, right? 10 days.
And minimum trading days. Yeah.
So if he's got 10 minimum trading days,
What's your account, Naimo?
what
size
did you
is it?
buy?
Oh,
50K, 100K,
okay.
150K?
And what kind of account did you buy? Instant SIM or S2F? We'll guide you on that.
Sandy Shack, get your daughter into the local theater and arts and performance. She's into makeup. There's a lot of need of that in theater. Exposure is great. No, she's more of the person to be on stage. They're like she would never be okay with sitting there while someone else. She'll probably run on stage when it's not even her role and just perform it. Like, no, I got this, sweetie. And she, like, they're really fun. They would never. They're too big of stars in their own heads right now. I just, if anything, I don't know. The only time they're really humble about about their lives is when we're on a farm, right? When we're on the farm and they can ride horses and just, care for the goats and I don't know, and the parrots. There's parrots on the farm, but and the chickens, right? When we're there, that's when they're at their most humblest. So I think, I think it's gonna be Farmer Wicks pretty soon. But I mean, Farmer Wicks, we got farms in Davie, you know what I mean? I just moved 3 miles or 10 miles from where I'm at. And I go from City Boy Wicks to Farmer Wicks real quick.
Naimo, there's no 5K instant SIM funded. It starts at 25K. I don't even think there's any account that's under 25K, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. No, the smallest account you can get is 25K. So, is this with Top One or with another company, Naimo? Top One Futures or something else?
Yo, Santos, what's that word below time?
Yeah, if you go to top1futures.com, that's the prop firm that promotes and likes. And if you go to top1futures.com, you'll see, if you go to I think it's called trading or trade. Let me look. Go to top1futures.com. Okay, it says start trading now. Click on that. It will give you all of the type of options that you have. And so it promotes different types. So you have the Elite Challenge, which are the challenges or combines, as some people call them. And then you have the instant accounts, which is one of them called the Instant Sim Funded. The other one is called the S2F Sim Pro. And the last one is called the Ignite IF. So there are 3 types of funded accounts and 1 challenge. None of them have anything less than 25K. So I'm not sure what you got, Naimo. Refresh your page at 1 and 7 months. Refresh the page. And you see that, let's drop the like button. I appreciate that. Mic is trash. Yeah, I'm using just the regular 3.5 jack.
Jay used to have a way better mic than me.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna put myself on my headphones. Over. My Bluetooth.
We're getting into the noon territory here, but we might see some play out here.
All right,
This is
how's the mic? Oh, sorry, you're talking.
all I need is one mic.
Is this mic better that I'm using? Way better. Yeah, I'm using new Bluetooth headphones that I could bought, but I was using the jack on the other one.
Well, I already bought from Top One Trader. I see if I can get a refund. Actually, I've spoken to people that have done that. That they've emailed them and said, "Hey, I meant Top One Futures, bought a Top One Trader, and they've changed it for them." Or they got the people told me they've changed it. So try it. Email them. What lines you have marked off? These are potential support and resistance areas. So I'd probably move this up here now to the established level, right? This really came from the 15. Oh, where did it come from? The 30, the one, we don't got nothing to the left. Maybe from the 5 it came here? Yeah, this came off the 5. Should have been the 15 now. This is really what we look like right now. I'll tell you that we're really bullish, right? The 1 hour close bullish. We don't have a top wick on the previous 1 hour, so obviously we expect this to come back. We do, but it's minor. We're coming back down in range, really almost no range. I think I'd have a buy limit here. We're able to get down to these areas. Hold on. 4 hour flip. It's another 150 pips away, but the market's moving, right? We can be down another 150 pips, but look, we're at 66 right now, 67. This is a 52 level. So 150, 140 pips away. There's still a way we can come down. There's still a way we can come up. Once we start coming down below this area here, I'll look to see if we can trade it down. If it's just a heavy push, we'll have a buy limit off this area, expecting this level to hold. It's about a 95 pip stop, 90 pip stop. Act accordingly. Right? Don't over risk there. Not a 20, 30 pip stop to go heavy on. Right? There's probably like a 90% position in terms of probability, but 10% still exposing yourself to a 100 pip loss. So be smart. We might not get there. We might form a support here. We might fake out, close back up in range, and continue up. But in order for this range right now, in order for this range to be tradable, because right now it's not, you'd need to leave it and then break back into it, right? So you'd need some closures outside it. So we are printing right now. Once we can close outside it, get some, maybe even below, right? Fake out into here and come down in here. But once we can close outside and get some moves up back into this range, I'm fine with trading it as long as candles after retest these areas, right? So if we're able to come down here, retest these areas, maybe not even flip bullish, but maybe if we close bearish, but still respect them, right? I'm looking for either this flip, the break of the highs, or the next candle to break previous candle highs. So if we're able to close back up in range there, right? at this point, when this happens, this is probably your higher time frames. The 30's probably closing. Right. This is either the 30 closing like this. Sorry. Because if these are 15-minute candles, at this point, you're either going to have 30 that just did this, right? If it's these two candles, and now you have the first 15 that held this area, and it's about to flip bullish on the 30 overall, which would give you the celery play here, right? 15, 30, break of highs, makes sense, right? Same play. Or these were the 15s. Or these two, if these two are your 15-minute candles, then you have a 30-minute fake out, right? So either way, it would work. Because then if you have these two candles as 30s, right? This is what the 30 would look like. So if you switch up, instead of these two candles are 30s, you'd say these two candles are 30s, right? These two candles are 15s that make up a 30 instead of these two, because it doesn't matter which one, right? You'll see that it'll make the same type of sense. If these two are the 30s, that means you're now looking like this after these two print 30s. So you've also just faked out here on the 30. And you got a closure above. And in this case, usually when this happens, you'll get that opening with a top wick. You'll get the market flipping back bearish. Should be a red candle. And then it'll reflip bullish. And your entry would typically be on the break of the high, whatever that top wick is. As you start coming back up, right? You'll have that bottom wick made. This is your advantage point. And then you're riding it up to here. For now, this would be your advantage point right here. This wick to the left, that would be your advantage point for partials and to go break even. That point, in this case, you would probably be up right there about 24, 25 pips, 22 pips. Right, but in this case, right, in this scenario, in both of those or in all four of those scenarios, right, this is the result. And this is the only time when that range becomes actually tradable. Till all of this happens, still red. Can't trade this right now. Chop. Printing side by side. We can reject anywhere within here, come back down, can reject anywhere, push up. Just printing side by side. Funded sim, instant funded. They're all instant funded. All instant funded. When's the mixtape dropping? Tell me. Man, I want some positions, but this thing doesn't want to send us off on a nice note here. Yeah, we might call it here. This has really been the majority of our session. Yeah, we saw this right up. There's no opportunity to take here. Maybe here, your advantage point was 10 pips here. So it hasn't given us any kind of decent entries. If it sets up at some point today, I'm still down to take it as long as I'm going to be by the PC. So that will go into the channel if that happens. But, oof. Ooh, wait, last 10 seconds? That's a 5. No, I'm skeptical of this flip because this is a small. It's not a small range, 63 pips, but This is a small chance. This comes right back in range here. So what's going to need to happen? It's going to need to come down here for a bottom wick, hold back up, re-break highs, and we can have some sell stops. At least closed bearish. 30 closed bearish. Give me another top wick. Give me another top wick. I need this to flip bullish so we can have some sell stops. It's not going to. But it's good. This is also what we spoke about, right? In terms of closures, we'd want a closure outside the range. And look, the higher time frame gave us that closure, the hourly, the 30. If this closes back up in range, an interesting candle. We're now breaking that high. I think if it re-breaks that low here, I won't take the sells. I'll wait for that fake out to come back up. Two. That two. Oh. Back in the building. Gang, by the way, just as a reminder, today, 26th. Look at all these bank holidays. Just as a reminder, Monday, Tuesday, bank holidays, see everywhere in the world. Lazy motherfuckers. USD, unemployment claims, 8:30. We will be trading Sunday, private Asian session. Everyone in the Signal channel will do a giveaway. Hopefully last week's will be there by then, by market open. Yeah, the last week's winners, hopefully they'll have theirs. And we will do a giveaway for our last private Asian session of the year. I'm thinking of doing just one 100K giveaway. That would be great. And what else? So yeah, Sunday, private Asian session. If you're in a Signal channel, I expect to see you Sunday, 8 p.m. Maybe we'll start it earlier just to kind of like, vote a little and just chill out. Maybe we'll get some early positions. We'll see. It's the weekly open, right? So there should be volume from over the weekend when we open up. Over 1 million live on stream. No, Amino, all streams are available. A lot of losses. What? All right, I'm ignoring chat. I was riding. I was in a good mood until I started reading chat. Anyway, so Sunday, we will. Yeah, chat.
He miswrote. He said, "Oh, that's why you have a lot of wins because you've been streaming for 5 years."
Oh,
I said, "Yeah." I said, "You should see his streams because they're all available." And you gave him
I thought I
you
read
even had
somewhere there
mine.
was a lot of losses.
He wrote after that, "Oh, I didn't even realize I wrote lost." That's why he said.
Oh.
He said, "Oh shit, I meant the losses were little."
But all right,
That's what he wrote.
back to stream.
Hey,
Monday.
he's giving you props. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 1 second. I will be trading on New Year's. I will run a New York session on New Year's Eve. Absolutely. I told you if the banks are open, we will be trading, and I see all the banks closed except ours. Unemployment claims December 31st, 8:30 a.m. We will be live at that moment, and we will be trading. And if you're on vacation, enjoy your vacation. We will be working. We will be trading. You don't need to stay home from the holidays. You can go on vacation. Well, don't worry. We'll post the profits, and you can feel like you were part. You can feel like you were part of the gang. You won't miss out. We will post screenshots of the profits. December 30th. Yeah, everyone. So that's my thing right now. December 30th is bank holiday in Japan, right? 29th is Monday, so we can trade. But when does this holiday begin? Like, is this Tuesday? Is this a Tuesday or a Monday? You know what I mean? Because for us, I think this is Monday evening. So no, I'm still gonna trade because fucking no bank holiday US. This is gold. Fuck the yen, right? We're not trading the yen, but I think there's gonna be less volume because their banks are closed. Like, I mean, that's like if that's the session, right? Who's driving the Asian session? Probably just New Zealand, or right? It's not being driven by Japan where most of the volume is. Like it's all the Australia, right? The Asian session, New Zealand, Australia. That's whose markets, whose banks are open. So there should be less volume, but we'll trade. We'll just keep that in mind that there's less volume, right? But we're trading gold, so it's
It shows 31st as well. For Japan, closed bank holiday.
Oh yeah. Oh, obviously we're not gonna trade New Year's. Yeah, I'm gonna be too lit at that time, but we're gonna trade the morning.
Yeah, I'm thinking so Tuesday night Eastern until the 2nd would be off for Asian. I think that's what it means.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what's gonna happen, right? So we'll trade Wednesday in the morning. There's no Wednesday Asian session. That's New Year's. I'm gonna be looking at the ball drop. And then the first is everybody and their mother on a holiday. Everybody taking a vacation. The second is we are open. I expect to range like a motherfucker on the second, but we will be trading. We will be trading starting the second. I remember last year it was really quiet. Like it was really quiet for I think first week. I think it was like 2nd to the 7th, but we still traded. We still had some dubs. I some manufacturing.
The 2nd and got some dubs.
I don't remember if the very first day we had. I think the 2nd and 3rd, like because we went undefeated in January as well last year. We had a lot of W's. So the 5th, you have ISM, the first red folders of the year, right? Gonna be a Monday. So you know what? January 2nd is a Friday. Do we just run one stream and then go into the weekend, or do we just start after the weekend? I'll see how I'm feeling, because maybe we'll do a friendly. We'll do a friendly. That's it. Not a competition. We'll do a friendly. 9:45. Yeah, I think on Friday, not too crazy, but there's still folders, right? There's still news. I mean, banks are open. And I told you, if banks are open, we'll fucking be there. Gang, please drop a like, sub to the channel. I appreciate your help here for helping me grow this community. Appreciate your help, and I need it. Need your help to drop a like, sub to the channel, and share this stream. Thank you for showing up. Even when there's no trades, there's some pretty good discussions. There's a lot of value in what we discussed, what we talk about. Can we get that closure back up in range? Oh, it did. It rebroke high. I didn't even notice it rebroke that high there, but it did. Ugly candle. Rebroke high, did not rebreak low, closed bullish there on the 5. This is ugly. Honestly, just enjoy your weekend, gang. I think if it sets up later, the better entries overall will be if we are able to come back down here all the way to these areas, right? Like you want some entries down, right? Somewhere here. You want some entries here off that bottom wick. You also want, some bullish closures, something like this. All right. You also would like to see another bottom wick entry here before the push up, right? Typically, you'll get something like this. God, that's an ugly wick. This is what I would expect from this market. This is okay. That's the wrong word. This is not what I expect from this market. This is my preference. This is what I would like to see. It doesn't have to look exactly like this candle by candle, but the gist of what is happening here needs to happen. We need to start coming down here. We need to be able to see a reaction at this area, not just to blast through it. We're going to need to see a strong bullish closure at this area. Now, it doesn't have to look exactly like this, but we're going to need a strong bullish closure. We're going to need to see a retest of 45.52 after that strong bullish closure. And we're going to need to see a re-break of the highs of wherever that strong bullish candle is. We're going to need to have this wick here from candles that do drop down in order to have as an advantage point of a range that we're going to fill, because wicks are ranges, right? So the range on a smaller time frame, and that gives us an advantage point for our entry to be able to secure partials and then keep it moving with the rest of the market. Fish.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Coming down here now, huh? "45 seconds on this 15. Let's see what it does. Maybe anything interesting, something. Yeah, let's go. Entry. Damn, this fucker's pushing. Yeah, we might have one. I have a buy limit here. Damn, it's pushing heavy, but I expect the bounce. All right, we don't have a top wick on this candle. This closure didn't have much of a bottom wick. I expect the top wick to form. We want to tap support here. We're looking for a slingshot. Stops are below the range here, below these wicks. Come on down. Now understand, that's a heavy stop. It can definitely drop below here. You can push back up and back down in range. Probability dictates we should see a reaction here. But that would be the break at a 4 hour, right? So there's a 4 hour level here. We had a closure and an opening there. Now you go to the smaller time frames. What do we know? Right? This candle shows not much range. This candle didn't grab orders. We're expecting both of those to happen. So this candle is going to show that range, that bottom wick, and then come up and grab orders. Gang, as we're coming down here, whoever's taking this with me, may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. 31, this is 34. Might move this up to 34, just increase the stops a bit, 94 pips. Gonna flip now, isn't it, huh? Come on. Come on down. Showing the price is right. Sorry. So what did it tap? It's a tough one. Right, it tapped this previous resistance. But I think this is more of a support. Not even thing, but that's more of a support than this is a resistance. So let's see. Maybe it respects the trend. Sir, I see trend line. Trend line, sir. Okay. Let's see. For trend line to work, you must close above 64. Bro, I don't trade gold, EU, UK, UJ, and maybe GJ, but all in all, Brody, I'm here for the vibes, the talks, and all that is extra but a bonus. W. You skate, you were sponsored. You know, when you trade, you can be the sponsor. You're gonna have an equity stake and ownership. Fix that entries on the break at a 4 hour low. Do you think it's good anyways? Yes. I think the 4 hour makes a bottom wick. I just think it makes it after a reaction. Or even if it does make that bottom wick, I think it flips right back bullish for that reaction. If it doesn't, then I'll take a 90 pip loss. But like, that's the probabilities game. And in this case, the probabilities on our side here. See a reaction. We've had an extremely high win rate with this position, and we've ran it up quite often. 50, 80, 90 pips. With a really high win rate, right? So yeah, there will be times where you'll take a hit, right? You'll take 90 pips on the chin. It's just, but that's the nature of the business, right? Like, there's risk in everything. There's a 30% success rate in business, right? In mom and pop shops. If this was 90%, then I'm just gonna act on it now. Don't miss us. Oh, by a pip? You missed us by a pip? Nah, don't do this shit right now. Don't send me to the weekend like this. Dog. That's 30 pips right there. Yo!
Bro, and I just closed.
It's not even a pip. It's 0 pips.
That's nasty, bro. It's the 1 pip spread, bro. That's disgusting.
Gonna hit it right now. I'm gonna
You can
try.
still hit it.
I'm gonna trust it. It. Technically, you want that first reaction, gang. So honestly, that was the better. That was the better of the two. But if we hit it here, I mean, I'm keeping it here. It missed us by a pip, damn. It should have been a nice W right there. Don't have to worry about it. But I'm gonna leave it here until this candle flips. If it decides to flip right now, I'm still keeping this entry, right? Damn. That one thing I really did not want to fucking see was miss this by a pip. What do I call this in another language? Like, how would I curse this thing out? Right?
There are a lot of ways to do that, but don't do it on stream.
My kids in the house? Hi, sweetie.
Luca.
Hi, pretty lady.
The 15 is about to flip, so might not be ideal. If
Yes. You could come inside the house. Bring your. No, nobody can go upstairs. I'm gonna be upstairs, breaking fucking walls right now, so nobody can go upstairs. Give me a sec. You can bring your friends in to go play in the living room. Yeah, we're gonna delete this motherfucker. 60 pips here for a reaction. What I wait for? Wix, are you not afraid of the 4-hour flip? No, I'm afraid of missing it by a pip.
the only reason I took it is because I'm on MGC on the prop firm that I have. So I figured it might hit it. And I manually entered instead of on GC like you, bro. That's so insane.
I said, nah, I'm gonna snipe it here. Yeah. I love trading though. I was so fucking right about this. I was so right about this. It was a 1 pip.
It's not the first time it happens, bro.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, chat, this happens so often just because we snipe it so often. A lot of times it'll get us just in with that pip and we're off to the races. But at this point, it doesn't make sense, right? That's the initial reaction. You saw that 15, I think. Did it even flip? I don't know if it did. It got really close. It came up. The flip was right here, so.
Yeah.
But it's formed that resistance, right? Now, you can re-break the low, and now the 4-hour can technically drive. Because it did the bounce. But, man, that's... So, the more opportunity. You see, you chill here, you get opportunities printed in your face, but the next opportunity is either we form a support here like an onion, or if we close back up above here. The next opportunity.
You guys saw this on stream live. the idea that he had, the levels that he had, and where it rejected off. So come back to the stream, learn from this, and you too will also be able to make some money this way. So that was a fucking W in my book either way, regardless of if you took it on your end or not. But bro, you got the level almost perfect. I mean, come on. Like, come on.
Yeah, whatever.
He's still pissed. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I know. I get it, because on your live would be like a lot of pips. I get it. A lot of money. I feel the frustration, bro. I get it.
Yeah, this is 100 pipper we should have had.
It would have been 60 pips, bro. Till the almost the flip of the 15. But
No, I'm letting the runner rock here.
No, I'm saying it never reflip. I'm just saying it would still be there, and you probably would have closed partials at 57.6 or 0.4 where it rejected previously. So you would have caught, you know, what, 30, 40 pips, maybe 50 pips, and then let a runner go. So
Is there any difference from gold and gold futures? You mean from spot gold and gold futures? There's differences. Yes, there's differences. There's many differences. Same fucking idea. I don't think it's anything you can't get over. I think it's something you'd want to do, though. You want to make the switch as soon as possible, and you'll get over the differences. You'll be fine.
I trade on my live personal funds account spot gold, and I trade on my other laptop on a prop firm account futures gold, and I trade them the same way. I take the positions on one at the same time as the other. And if you don't see it happening at the same time on one, it will happen on the other. But it's pretty much the same thing.
A lot of you guys got in there.
You know,
Well, congrats.
How you say you're going to take a position, or how you're going to look at it and what's going to happen. You remember I used to take those positions. I used to listen to what you say and then do what was happening. I'm sure people are doing the same thing. They're listening to what you're saying and then taking the positions or assuming what will occur, and then take trades accordingly. And so not just the position that he takes, but the insight of how he talks about the positions, or what he looks at will likely happen, or what you want to see, is what is helpful as well. So once you see the candle sprinting, you can take positions as well. So that's a massive, yeah, look at those. That's a massive W on what he just called. Look at that.
This is what we called here, that wick.
Bro, that was just beautiful. That was just beautiful. Yeah.
Now you just need this support. We actually looked at it like this. This wick. It was this wick to this wick where we should trade.
The 4 flips at 45.52.6 or so. So it's very close by. Where it rejected almost is where the 4-hour flip occurs. So it just reacted there. So if it comes down, gang, he already talked about what could happen. And if it re-breaks the lows, what you guys could see is the 4-hour actual bottom wick. So be patient. Don't just take random positions here and there. The 30 is about to close in a minute.
You were about to leave 20 minutes ago, bro. Now you got a W.
Yeah, I know. I got lucky and got him before you, and I caught the W. So thank you for that. Much appreciated.
Yeah, made you not leave. Careful with this 4-hour now.
I wasn't leaving. I was chilling. Oh, there it is.
The funny thing is, I was in sales the whole time.
Goddamn, you would say.
Yeah, you always like that. You always like. I tell him when I'm getting my buy limit, and he's just taking positions to there. He's just taking positions. I'm taking a sell limit. He's taking buys all the way up to that sell limit. You don't give a shit. He's like, we're getting there. If Wick's gonna end up getting a position, I'm gonna be on my way there.
Yeah, ask Kenny. And then still takes the W with us as well.
No, I didn't take that because that's usually a quick trade, and I'd rather take the long one.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah. If I can take it all the way down to y'all trade and get knocked out in profit, I sit there and let y'all do
Because
y'all
I
thing.
think I think the probability of us by the time we have the idea in our head to draw it out on here, by that time, it's almost like confirmed that at like 80% rate that's what's gonna happen. So Kenny's like, yeah, I'm just gonna bang on this 80% chance that what he drew is gonna happen, and then he can bank on that 90% chance that the reaction to that will be like that.
Well, I got my setup, my retracements, and set up. And so as I see it
Yeah,
hit
no,
and bouncing,
I'm just trolling. No, you've been fucking killing
Yeah.
it. Like, but every time we're like, yeah, it looks like it's gonna break high. He's like, yeah, I've been in here the whole time. I've been in here the whole time. That's what I've been seeing. That's what I've been seeing. You're just confirming it. Like,
Yep.
pretty dope. There goes that 4 hours. So remember what I said. Only that reaction is what we needed, and that's all we expected. We understand the 4 hour has the break of the lows. Are we scared of that? We're not scared of it. We're going to use it to our advantage, because the 4 hour, in order to break that low, it must break through some major levels. And that 4 hour, how do we use that to our advantage? Well, that's a 4 hour level in itself. When it comes back to its own opening, that's where the previous candle closed. That is a level, because between that candle body and that candle wick, it's a separate range. This is a level, and this is one range, that wick. The body is another range. This is a third range, that wick, right? We know wicks are ranges. Well, guess what the body is? The body is also a range. So it's going to come back to that level. We have good stops in terms of the smaller time frame. We have precedent here previously. Markets reacted when it pushed back to this level. It pushed down all the way through, wicked out here, but closed up here. So as long as we respect these wicks, it's not that it's like, oh, a good stop in terms of pips. A good stop is not determined by the amount of pips. A good stop is determined when the break of that stop can clearly identify you as being wrong. Sometimes it's 20 pips, sometimes it's 80 pips, sometimes it's 150 pips. But a stop should determine not like when you lose or how much money you're willing to lose. It should determine when your position is wrong or you're behind. And in this case, the break of this low is you're wrong. Until that low breaks, you are still ahead, you're still correct. Probability will still dictate at a 90% win rate, that you should come up here before breaking that low. That's the only thing your stops should determine. When are you wrong? And then the rest is, it should make sense. Are you okay with being wrong here at this amount? We all have a different relationship with money. We're all going to make that decision differently. Doesn't make you right or wrong. That's just your perspective. That's your outlook. That's your view. And the view is different for all of us, right? Like I see palm trees in a pool right now, and some of you guys see, a blizzard and nothing else. And it's just the reality. There's nothing, you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. But damn, one pip. Really, bitch? But that's the trade, right? It's the bottom wick of this candle to the top wick of the next candle as a reaction at this level. I talk about this all the time. You guys see me draw this all the time. You print this. That's all you're looking for. Just that bottom wick to that top wick, and it played out here to the T. We just missed us by a pip, but it happened it doesn't happen that often. We get that position more often than we get it missed, than we miss it by a pip. I think it's maybe happened 3 times in the last month. This has got to be the 3rd time it happened. But because they're so annoying, right? Because the reactions are so heavy and they go 60 to 80 pips immediately, it sticks out in your head because you remember, you're like, fuck, man, that's quick. And it's big and you knew it. And your job now is to really optimize that level. So when I look at this and I see where we tapped across the board, all right, let's go back to that 5. All right, this is how we do it. Do it in real time. So the 5, that's where the wick went down to, right? Right there. Go to the higher time frame. And if we see this, you see this candle closing right there? Right there, that candle closure as it drove down. I promise you, next time this position sets up, my entry will be right there.
A little higher by 2 pips, yeah.
It'll be off this level right there, where that candle closed, not where we bottomed out, but where that closure, the candle that drove us there. That's what I'm going to do next time. That's going to be my version of optimizing for next time. Right? And this would have been like this, and go to that 5. We would have been in there, right? Right there, that would have been entry based off that candle. Yeah, that would have been entry. We would have been in there. It would have been exactly what, 53.3. Our entry was 53.1. So, and it came down to 53.2, missed us by a pip. This would have gotten us in by a pip. We would have seen no drawdown. Right? And that's how you optimize, right? Next time when I see this, I'll go to that candle and I'm going to see that entry off that level. We would have been in there 65 pips. So
You said you wanted 90 pip stop loss, and look at where it rejected off at the bottom. 90 pips, bro. Bro, you called that shit as if you have a fucking time machine and you can go back in time and say, look, this is what's going to hit. This is what's going to bounce off. Look at that. Bro, guys, look at this. 10 years trading, he's been doing this shit. 5 years on stream. You can see how he's been killing it. So, you know,
I don't know why
take
people.
advantage.
Why is there 242 in here? This is more valuable than the actual trade. Just the discussions, the talks are more valuable than the actual positions we get into. Because the value in the discussion is what's going to lead you to take more and more positions on your own time, and build confidence in what you're doing. Man, these.
Putting it into practice is getting it done, and so both are very important. But obviously, the knowledge is extremely important to get to that point, to get to that level for sure. 100%. Guys, sign up for the Signals channel as well.
Yes.
You got a lot of, a lot of us here are in the Signals channel that are not just getting signals. We also have access to the Clubhouse chat in the Discord. We also have different access, different levels, and you obviously also get the signals as well themselves. But you get a lot of knowledge that people don't get in the Signals channel. So I recommend that you guys get in there. I'll have Nightbot set up the link. It's really not expensive, very affordable.
Yeah, prices. I'm working. I emailed them, so I'm gonna work with Ops, see if they're in my signals for free. I'm gonna see if I can get people. I'm not sure how to do it. I haven't fucked around with it yet. I want to be. So if you get signals now, you're gonna be grandfathered in at whatever price it is right now before it goes up, right? But I think by Valentine's Day, I want to be able to raise prices. I want to redo the whole structure. The whole pricing structure. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna go up either to somewhere between $150 and $200. Maybe more. I just don't know. I want people still to be in there, right? I think that's pushing the envelope, but more than double, maybe $150. We'll see, but they're gonna go up. Prices are gonna go up. There's so much value, and at this price, it's just gonna get crowded and less intimate. And the point of this is really for people to learn and be in tune with what I'm doing, and to be able to ask questions and reason things out for themselves. Because any question that you have about the charts or why I do what I do, I'll give you a reason for it. I promise you it's not going to be, just because it does something, just because this happens, that's just what happened. No, I'm gonna give you a complete explanation and reasoning for every single step and thing that I do, because every single thing that I do has a step and a reason, and we can have intellectually honest conversations about why we do the things that we do. Otherwise, if we do things for no reason, it's kind of stupid, right? When you don't have a reason for doing things and you're doing them just because, that doesn't make sense. You can't really expect a certain result because you don't have a set structure, because there's no reasoning behind what you're doing. Can you help me with exit area, please? Usually your ass. All right, sorry, I don't know what position you're in. Honestly, if you're not sure, if you're asking me what position, if you should close or where you should close, I can't tell you because I know nothing about your trade. And before you get in a position, you should have this predetermined. And how you're going to manage the position, you should have predetermined. So if you're not sure, close it right now. The market's won. You lost. Even if you're in profits, close it. The market has won at this point. This is where the market has taken over control. You're not sure what to do, close it. And even if, and next time approach that trade with all these things worked out beforehand. Yo, are you trading ACT?
How about no?
You're in a gold buy. Well, congratulations. It just went up like 50 pips since you asked me that question. You're welcome.
Yeah, I told you he was probably in a buy. So he probably got in at your entry and then stayed in there. But if you got in at the bottom, bro, then close if you have no idea where it's supposed to go or what's supposed to happen. We might have another
entry here depending on this candle. This candle closes back in range, gang, right now on the 30. It's going to be another 15 minutes of waiting, 18 minutes of waiting. If we close back up in range, we're going to look to have a bottom wick entry on the very next candle. We just went over this, actually. This is exactly what we just described here. Remember, we said we're going to look for this wick, right, as it comes down to support over there. The wick here, it played out. And now we're going to look for this candle, right, to close, because now we can look for a bottom wick entry to now take us up. Remember, if you go back about an hour or half hour, we spoke about this, how there's going to be an entry here. And if this closure happens, we're looking for that bottom wick entry right off that level in order to bring us up back the whole way. And, advantage point here with that wick to the left. And then the rest is your right up. You might have more positions on a seller replay above here, but really the whole point is to be in on the candle here. And if it prints exactly like we drew it up, we're going to take it, right? We're going to act on what we drew up here. All right. Yeah, the signals, honestly, like there's plenty of people that paid the entire month of signals with the first trade, the very first trade. It's your time. See, it's got to print like we drew it up. It doesn't print like we drew it up, we avoid it. But if we close back up in range here, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We need this. Yeah, we need that closure back up here. And this entry right here. Get rid of that. Move this here. All right, so this is going to be the last candle that I'm in here for. So we're going to call it at 1 p.m. if we don't close above. We close above, we're going to have a trade, and then we'll call it. So that's going to be the last candle we're here for. If we do not close above, we continue down here. I am probably 95% certain Signal channel, we're going to have a trade today because at some point, the market, even if it up or down, this is the level we're looking at right here. Right? This is the level we are looking at right here. And up or down right now, the market will push back up to this area, whether it's from here, whether it's from here, right? I'm not saying it'll close above. What I'm saying is it'll get back up to this area to make a decision. Do I want to close above? Do I want to stay below? Gonna make a decision here. And whatever that decision is, it's going to lead to a trade because this will either hold resistance and we're going to retest the lows down there in the next support. And we have a nice range here in the shape of this wick, or we're going to close above here now. And that sets us up for the buys on the very next candle off a bottom wick. What can kill this for us is this candle pushing this all the way up. That can kill our entire breakdown because it's going to play out at a much faster pace than what we are looking at, right? But you have to be patient. We can't let this play out at a 5. We need the market to really confirm it's doing it. So for at least 15 minutes, and then for at least a few multiple time frames, we want confirmations that it's holding above this level, that it's printing a support, that it's closing back above the range, right? That it's leaving range to fill, that it's retesting a support, and you're building a case to convince the jury to take this trade. Haven't you guys had civics class before, or like mock trials? Not guilty. I got it. But if it goes up now, would you short then? No. There's going to be this level at play. That's market's going to need to make it. There's going to be a few candles that are going to have to print here because you might see a fake out. You're going to need, this is the type of level where you need not just the 15, you need the 30 to fall in line here with this candle grabbing that bottom wick. So yeah, if this eats away at the range, honestly, if we just push up here, I'll probably call it a session, but highly likely the signal gets a position today in terms of structure here. Like we get closures above here and confirmation on a higher time frame with the smaller time frame. I'm going to look to retest the highs. We get a fake out, we close above here and close back below here. I'm going to look to retest 45.52 levels. We get a straight push up to these highs. I'm going to look for a resistance to be established and not trade a sell, but then wait for a support to be established or a break of that high, and then I'll look for more buys in all-time highs, right? So if it decides to, right, if it rejects here, I'm down to take that sell down to here. But if it comes up to here, I'm not taking a sell off an onion. You know what I mean? That it's not just going to be a resistance at this area. It's going to be a range that prints here, right? You're going to get a push up, and you're going to get a range that prints here. And once that happens, the market makes a decision: do I continue up and break through, or do I hold this most recent range and then from that most recent range come down? That's the logic of the market, because it doesn't turn around on one candle, but it also loves to grab orders, fake a lot of people out, right? Because that's where it gets volume. The market eats off the idiots. And, stupidity runs the game here. Because that's how the sharks eat. They eat off your stupidity. And that's what happens. Like people are like, holy shit, massive resistance here. Double top, massive sell. First support, break of the highs. Be like, fuck. We take a buy here, fake out. Boom, 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 boom. I love trading. You have to be like Trump in this case, right? You have to be 2 or 3 steps ahead. Watch the structure point. Up 3K. Yeah, let's wait here another 8-9 minutes. Just see what. But meanwhile, please drop a like, sub to the channel, please share the stream, help me grow this community. Join the Signal channel if you want to be part of our private Asian session on Friday. We're going to take some dubs. I mean, on Friday, on Sunday. Next week's market open Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Private Asian session. We host it every single Sunday. And it's only for the private gang, the Signal channel. And there's going to be giveaways. I want to do a 100K giveaway. I would like to do that. So maybe a 100K account. Yeah, let's do that. A 100K account, 100K account, not 250s. Last week, I think we did 250s, right? We did 450s. That's what we did. I had to give away 450K accounts because I fucked up. So instead of 2, I gave away 450K accounts. We're going to do 100K account this Sunday. So show up. We'll get a W. We'll give away an account. And if you're part of the Signal channel, well, come through. It's intimate, very intimate. We get to have a good conversation. A lot of new faces in there. If you're not part of it, you still have a couple of days to join and part of the experience. You also get access to the Zoom here to the left. No delay. Go get your top 1 futures accounts also. Make sure you show up on Monday or on Sunday, wherever you're showing up, with a fucking account. Don't show up here with a challenge, please. Don't fucking, I'll ban you. I'll kick you the fuck out of here. Show up with a instant funded account. Don't be passing challenges over here. I don't want to hear no step 1, step 2. Yeah, walk it out. I want to see some instant funded accounts. I want to see you guys trading either live or straight to funded, where the W's make you profits, not just get you inspired to someday make a profit. Fuck that. No, you want to trade now. You want to make money now. Stop wasting time. Time is money. Every time you're losing time or wasting time, you're losing money. Damn, I've been wanting to call this stream, but is this going to feed us or what? Is this going to feed us? Not FEETUS. Is this going to feed us? Yeah. This ain't going to feed us. Anyway, that's crazy. Kenny was born on Blame Someone Else Day. That's and gonna fucking break down here. We got 6 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna close above here. I was just saying, is this gonna feed us? And then it said, how about no?
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Thank you. Yeah, this thing dipped. This thing fucking dipped down. Whack. It's kind of dipped. Good stream here today. A lot of value, a lot of good discussion. Right? I know our setup missed by 1 pip, but that's the nature of the market. A lot of you guys took the dubs on that. So yeah, the Big Dipper. Where are you going? Where's it going? But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Dreams are always very valuable. Yeah, that's the key. I mean, you know, value is kind of the what do you call him? Not the puppet, the string master, whatever it's called. Who's the guy that pulling the strings? Who is that? That's where the discussion. That's the discussion in the value, right? The trades are really those strings, right? The puppets. These discussions is what drives those trades and the value and the profits, right? The logic, the reasoning behind the trades, the positions, how to build the narrative, and the puppeteer, puppet master. There we go. Thank you. So, I think days like this teach you how to be the puppet master, right? So you can control this puppet here. The profits, they're just going to be, you know, that's your performance. They're going to be a byproduct of what you do as the puppet master. They're going to, you know, just a side effect. Profits are that side effect of being good at what you do. But what leads you to being good at what you do are streams like this, the experience on the chart, the knowledge you gain from it, because it's knowledge guided by experience. You see the concepts, you hear the concepts, you see the concepts play out in live in real time in front of you. And you see how I optimize my position. I went over what adjustment I'm going to make there in order for that not to miss me by a pip. Next time, and you'll see it's going to work. It's going to matter. Small adjustments we make here, you know, echo in eternity in our trading. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? I'm losing my mind. I need a joint, and I need to go enjoy my weekend. You know what I can do for now? 2 minutes. I'm gonna have a little protein. Bad. Bad. Bad to the bone. Benny! You're bad to the bone, too. Bad. You don't like that noise, bro? Come in. Come in. Don't be barking at them. They're pigeons. And you don't want no pigeons, right? Come here. Let's go. Bring it in. Bring it in. High five. High five. Let's go. Yo. We either high five or you go on a different team. Let's go. What do you mean, Come in. Bring it in. Bitch. Why are you stretching on top of me? Come on. He's gonna jump right now. I know him. Let's go. Come on. You're making me look like a fool. Let's go, like we practiced. Come on. Let's go, like we practiced. Let's go. Hey. Come on. I swear this donkey talks. I swear this is a talking donkey. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Told you he talks. Big mush. Yeah, we're looking for a new host. This guy's applying. Let's go, like we practice, bro. He's too mushy. Got my nuts, bro. He's got 2 different color eyes, chat. Check that out. Green one and a blue one. Bro, show him your eyes. What's wrong with you? See a green one? Yo, can you act surprised for a second? This guy. Yo, hold on. Get away from my keyboard right here, because otherwise you're going to press something I don't want you to press. Let's go. Let's show him your pink nails. Good too. Come here. Come here. Act surprised. Nah, he doesn't bite. He's a big mush. Come on, bro. Poke him in the eye. He does nothing. These go deep. All right, go, bro. Go. You make me. Look, he looks surprised. He doesn't want to go. He put all his weight on me. Go. I need you to go, bro. Come on. Go, big boy. Come on. Hold on, Jen. Let's go. Come on. What the fuck? Remote. No, he doesn't smoke. He doesn't hang out next to me when I smoke. He doesn't like that. He was out in the sun. He was getting baked in the sun, smoking. I just called him. You guys saw me just call. He's very sweet, and he's very young. Yeah, build a bunch of protein. What am I gonna do with this? Oh, that solved everything. Yeah. Where my duster? I said, what am I gonna do with this? Damn, that solved everything. Is that a pit? No, he's an XL bully. Gang, by the way, thank you so much for the subs. We hit 28.7 or 6. Wait, what do we hit? We hit something. Are we hitting? Yeah, 28.7. We hit 28.7. Can we do 28.8, 28.9, and 29? I think we could do it in the next week. Yeah, appreciate it. I count every sub here. Yeah, we're on our way to a 24-hour stream. That would be fucking sick. Can't wait to do that. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, 24-hour stream. Gonna be interesting. What are we? 0.6. Can you give me some dollar for a laptop to trade?
Yes, on its way now.
Discord, yes. We have a Discord. There's a free Discord. There are paid parts of the Discord. All there. I need to. I gotta put some course in there, but I gotta put the course in there, but I've filmed the course. There should be like a V1, V2, V3, 3 different times. And by the time I want to put stuff out and everything's edited, there's so many updates that I'm just like, yeah, this doesn't make sense to go out now because I gotta make revisions and updates. Because we're always optimizing, right? And like I said, there's no diplomas here because learning never stops. Barzo, damn, how'd you get out of your straitjacket, bro? How did you get out of your straitjacket? You're like fucking David Copperfield, bro. The Houdini of the trading community. Oh shit. I opened it. Fuck. Bill. Damn. That shake opened it. I just did the Harlem Shake with it, and now I got fucked. Come drink this protein. Look this protein, bro. Here, hit this, bro. It's all over the floor. Yeah, it's about 20 grams right there. Benny gonna be brolic today. Like, what? Benny gonna walk around today like fucking steroids, bro. Oh, damn. I just made half my fucking protein shake disappear onto the floor. Drink, bro, drink. I'm never gonna be this generous. Just fucking drink. If another one of you motherfucker... So stop telling me you're from India, y'all. This shit don't make sense. Everybody from India all of a sudden. But that's the thing, bro. Like, you can't be like, I'm Indian. Can you please send me $100? Because then I do that. And then all of a sudden the entire chat Indian. Sir, I'm Indian too. Mike Johnson. They're very Indian. Please send now. Like, what? Everybody Indian all of a sudden. Dini mad at the motherfucker, man. What are we doing now, sir? Nothing. I'm going to call it a stream here. We've closed below. We didn't get that closure above. Markets made this level, well, disrespected this level. And like I said before, all this does is just sets us up for a later point in time when the market does close up above here. And if it doesn't, I mean, no harm, no foul. So yeah, I think... Sorry, if you're Indian, don't be discouraged. We love you. I love you. It's just, there was that one guy that kept saying he's Indian, so we're making fun of the fact that, or we're not even making fun of the fact, we're just trolling here, right? It's just a little humor. Enjoy the holidays. Laugh a little, all right? Laugh a little. Anyway, but I want to call it a session here. I'm really thankful, and I'm very appreciative. I appreciate every single person that shows up here and really dedicates that time, no matter all the bullshit we talk about, no matter all the Japanese, no matter all the distractions. Like, people that show up have been able to read between the lines, have been able to find value in the discussions, and we've been increasing in numbers, and thank you. Thank you for that. There will not be an Asian session tonight. It's Friday. Welcome your weekend early. Welcome it with open arms. Go to the gym. Work on yourself. Put in some physical activity so you don't feel like you're aging. And then, you know, enjoy your actual existence. Go do the things you like doing, not the things that everyone else is doing, but the things you truly enjoy doing. Because trust me, you can build an army doing the things you enjoy doing versus being part of an army where you don't, right? You can build that army wherever you want. You just have to try. Don't be scared. Signal channel, see you guys on Sunday. If there's nothing else today, if I do see something, I'll call it in there. If not, I'll see you guys on Sunday for our private Asian session. If you're not in there, go join. If you don't have your top 1 futures accounts, go get them while they're 50% off with code WIX. get an instant funded and skip the challenge, please. No challenges. You're not welcome here. Challenge account. Unless you already have them. Yes, sir. Thank you for the conversation. Jay, appreciate you. Kenny, where's Sam Heaps today? He didn't show up. Sam here.
Spaceman Sam is here, but I don't think Sam Heaps is.
Yeah, Sam was here yesterday. But all right, gang, I'm gonna call it here. Chat, mods, thank you so much for helping me around this session. Zoom gang, see you guys Sunday. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. Oh, and congrats to everybody that was able to get in on that bottom wick for 60 pips. But my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. See you guys on Sunday. All right, the private gang, everybody else Monday. But it's New Year's. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Enjoy this time of the season. This is the season to be jolly.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Be jolly. Later.